Kalyan Chand is waiting as Mata Tripta Ji is getting done Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji tayar. She has new clothes for Guru Nanak Dev Ji Sarab, and this is the day that Maharaj Ji did dastar pehnai. She tied a beautiful dastar on Guru Maharaj Ji. Itihas de vich vi eh zikr aunda, and she got a plate ready with all sorts of like almonds and so forth, and then thoda ji maya bichale rakh diti and gave it to Baba Kalyan Chand. Baba Kalyan Chand now starts walking, and the way he's walking is with one finger out like this, and Guru Maharaj Ji's small palm is grasping it with his 5 fingers like this. इतिहास दे विच आउंदा, पर मैं क्या कई कवियां दी उडारी ए जी हुंदी आ, छोटी छोटी चीज़ां जो भी गुरु महाराज जी ने कीता ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਵੀ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਲੈ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ। ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਇਹ ਕੀ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਲਈ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਆਏ 5 ਉਂਗਲ ਇੱਕ ਉਂਗਲ ਨੂੰ ਪਕੜੀਏ, ਉਹ ਇਹ ਸਿਖਾਉਣ ਲਈ ਸੀ to teach the Gursikhs that in your life hold on to God with 5 fingers. And what are those 5 fingers? Is your Nittnem Baniya. And when you get up at Amrit Vela, because one of those Nittnem Baniya start to release, then consider that you are losing your grip on trying to find Paramatma. That you'll start slipping away, and other things might take hold of you. But it's sikhya hi liya unna ne, and ਉਹ ਅੱਗੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਕਦਮ ਧਰਦੇ ਆ ਸਹਿਜੇ ਧਰਦੇ ਆ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ। ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਕਾਰਨ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਕਦਮ ਧਰਦੇ ਆ, where Maharaj Ji places his feet, ਜੋ ਵੀ ਜੀਵ ਜੰਤੂ ਥੱਲੇ ਆ ਧਰਤੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵੀ ਕਲਿਆਣ ਸਪਰਸ਼ਾ। I want you to like dive into Guru Nanak Dev Ji's ਜੀਵਨ, because ਜੋ ਵੀ ਹੈਗਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਬਸ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਪਿਆਰ ਹੀ ਲੈ ਜਾਓ, ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਹੈ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ। Pyar is that Shakti that can unite you with Paramatma. But Pyar is that fuel that will get you up at Amrit Vela and recite those Bani as well. Now Guru Nanak Dev Ji has arrived in the Chatsal, or you can say the school at that time. It wasn't very far from Maharaj Ji's home. They've arrived there. All the children now, like sunflowers, are looking at Guru Maharaj Ji as the Suraj. They're mesmerized by Tan Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Never have they behold such a child that has such a radiance emanating from him. And as they all sit quietly and looking at Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Gopal Panda goes and addresses Baba Kalyan Chand, and Baba Kalyan Chand hands over the thal and he says, "Inu chunga padhayo." He says, "Aaj ta main dekhda that how quickly he can grasp onto those things." He taught him some numbers and then some letters, and quickly Maharaj Ji memorized it. And right away, Gopal Panda in his head thought that this is going to be very, very good for me. It's going to be good fortune for me. I'm going to obtain a lot of wealth from this. Because the child has the capacity to learn very fast. And then tomorrow, I'll start teaching him all this, and I'll put him aside from the other children, and I'll just teach him alone. And once he grasps all this, Baba Kalyan Chand, who comes from he's well off with money that you learn. But Guru Nanak Dev Ji is quiet today. Guru Nanak Dev Ji doesn't say anything. First, मैं तुहानू darshan करा देवां what a Chatsal looks like at the back in the day. And this Gurdwara Patti Sahib, ਇਹ ਉਹੀ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਸਥਾਨ ਹੈ that ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹ ਬਚਪਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਪਾਸ ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀ ਸਨ, ਪਰ ਅਸਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ। ਐਂਡ ਉਹੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਮਝਣੀ ਹੈ, ਬਿਕਾਜ਼ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਪੰਕਤੀ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪੜ੍ਹਾਈ ਆ ਹੁਣ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਗੋਪਾਲ ਪਾਂਦਾ calls ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਗੁਰੂ। ਸੋ ਪਾਂਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਆਤਮਕ ਉਪਦੇਸ਼ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਤੇ ਰਾਗ ਆਸਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੱਟੀ ਨਾਮੇ ਬਾਣੀ ਰਚ ਕੇ ਸੁਣਾਈ। ਐਂਡ ਇੱਕ ਹੋਰ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਸੁਣਾਇਆ ਸੀ, ਜਾਲ ਮੋਹ ਕਸ ਮਸ ਕਰ ਮਤ ਕਾਗਦ ਕਰ ਸਾਰ। ਐਂਡ ਇਹਦੇ ਦੁਆਰੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਅੱਜ ਪ੍ਰਲੋਕ ਦੀ ਕਥਾ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ। ਸੋ whatever is written in ਪੱਟੀ ਲਿਖੀ and whatever is written in Jal Mo Kas Maskar, which is the 5th shabd, I believe, in Rag, Sri Rag. So, now coming to these panktiyan, as Guru Nanak Dev Ji has been taken aside, doesn't say anything. And now even Gopal Panda threatens Guru Nanak Dev Ji. See that danda over there? That danda I hit children with. I know ਤੇਰੇ ਕੋਲੇ ਹੁਣ ਹੈਗਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਮੈਂ ਤੂੰ ਖੇਡਣਾ ਚਾਹਣਾ that you want to go play but this is your first day at school, that's natural. But you're going to have to learn, otherwise that danda is going to come after you. He says these words to Guru Nanak Dev Ji. He says, what do they mean, those letters? Gopal Banda says, that what do you mean? I don't know what it means. He says that these are just letters. When you put those letters together, they become words, and these words then make sentences, and then you learn sentences and language, and you can write and you can work after. He said that they're empty. And just like I said, you combine them, they're still empty. 0 plus 0 is still 0. If it's empty, it's empty. Then as you grow older, you still feel empty. Now, so then Maharaji ne eh ucharan kita si in bid ji bada sun surat pada pahe parne apar eh kaaj na aave jab dukh paave hot nahi chutkar. He says to Panda that, by the way, the Jivatma is entangled in many material attachments. When you say that eh jaake cheejan sekh lene a, nokri de vich lag jane a, that Jivatma. Now that Jivatma is, this is that gross body that we have, the physical body. What sits inside of this body that holds the jyot of the Atma is the Jivatma. That's why they call it the Jivatma. That's what goes on, which is pretty much molded like your body. Just like we say this head is the place of your mind, your hand is the part of your Jivatma's hand. Right? That same mold starts to go off after. That's the Jivatma. So, by the way, the Jivatma is entangled in many material attachments, and then after receives death's news, ek aaj na aave, this education is not going to help you in the afterlife. Jab dukh paave, when death, jamande messengers come and confront you, hot nahi chutkar, you're going to suffer and not escape. And agge Maharaji kende a sab baas behave pun puchtave jab jave jamdwar e lekha gaye chute je chahe jo main karon uchar. Then the whole life is past, and then they regret when they come to the door of Jamraj. Now, ke Jamraj bhi keh dende a and Dharam Raj bhi keh dende a, and we're going to go into that as well too. So e lekha gahe. If you want to be freed of this, if you want to be freed of this lekha, this account, then chuteo je chahe, then I'll tell you about what these letters mean. And Guru Maharaj is going to go into it. He's going to tell Panda what these letters mean, and then tell him what these letters will do for him. So the first shabd that Maharaji tells him is the same shabd that pretty much that when you go to school, you want school supplies first. And he says that if you want to become a seeker, you have to have these supplies. Is Jal Moh. The first Bani Pankti that comes now to this world is Jal Moh. That's Shadde Karda Moh. Shadde, all this material possessions Moh. Right? That's what these letters are going to do. They're going to entangle me. But Maharaji says Jal Moh, and then use that as ink. Jal Moh ka samaskar mat kagad kar sar. Then on the platform or on the sheet of your mind, mat kagad kar sar, pao kalam, take the divine love of Paramatma as your kalam, as your pen. Kar chit lekhari gur puch lekh bichar. Then ask your Guru and then write what your Guru says. What is that? Lekh naam, lekh sala, lekh antna paravar, Baba eo lekha lekh jaan, jithe lekha mangiye, tithe hoye sacha Nishan rao. And jithe lekha mangiye, Panda starts wondering, kithe lekha mangde hunde? Where is it that lekha mangde? Well, there's three things I want you to understand by the end of this lecture. One is Lekha, and one is Lekh, and one is Nishan. You heard two of these in that one pankti. But Maharaji has given us so much Siddhant that taking that one pankti, you can elaborate more and more. Lekha, jithe lekha mangiye. Bas edi vichar chalni hon. Lekha, what is a lekha? A lekha is that invisible count of collected karmas that is used to decide the fate of the Jeev Atma in the afterlife. Right? Remember I said there's a astral body, the astral body or Suksham Sarir. That Suksham Sarir goes further. That is the Jeev Atma. And where is the Jeev Atma taken? Well, who's responsible for that lekha? Well, Dharam Raj no Hukam hai. Best sacha dharm bichar. That God has given that position to Dharam Raj. That you take the Dusht Atma, those people that are doing Paap Pun in this world, wo teri sarkar. You take care of them. That's who you're responsible for. They will come to the hall of Kalisi, which is the court of Dharam Raj, and there Dharam Raj will sit. And Jeev Atmas from the world will present in lines. And Katara bana ke aunge Dharam Raj wal. And there will be Chitragupat. Chitragupat will have a book called the Agra Sandhi. Chitragupat will read out what they have done. Just like a plane has a black box. But when that plane crashes, people look to that black box to explain all the happenings because it contains all that information. In the same manner, the lekha that you have collected of karms within this world will be taken out and then read out. And those lekha, those karms are attached to every swas that you breathe in this life. What were you doing? Where was your dhyan? It'll seed as a karm. Man, bani, sarir karke. That's what constitutes a karm. Man, mind. Bani, word, what you say. And sarir karke means what you did with your body. That constitutes a karm. And those seeds you're taking with you. And those karms follow you. But there's something else that follows you as well. Naam. Naam comes with you as well. There's karms and naam. So, and these beings, those people that are called Adhyatmi, those people that jape ek murad, then Dharam Raj treats them differently though. Tinki seva Dharam Raj kare, tan savaranhar. Tan savaranhar, the one, the creator that has created and fashioned everything the way it is. Blessed is he, because he has made it such that if there is a being that has command dharm in this world, and they find their way into the court of Dharam Raj, then he will give them respect. Well, Bhai Gurdas Ji has a whole 40, if you want to read it on, it's bar 3140, number 5. It's all on Dharam Raj. And I haven't shared this last time, so I thought I would do it with you, that Yamaraj or Dharam Raj. If you write Yamaraj into your Google and what you see, you'll see this one person with two mucha like up here with the Raj Mukut with no dadi, and the person looks very frightening and riding on an ox. And that's what you'll see. But then the way we describe it is the way Solomon, the ghost that I talked about in the first lecture, that had possessed a child's body and come to the sharan of Sant Baba Ishwar Singh Ji Rada Sahib Wale. When he was interviewed, he explained Dharam Raj is a very handsome. He has divine beauty and he has a long white beard and has white hair on his head. Half of his body is like brass, and he possesses a power to turn his body into anything. He can shift his body. ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਭੈ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਭੈ ਵੀ ਦਿਖਾ ਸਕਦਾ. ਭੈ means fear. But otherwise, he can take up a form such as this amongst beings that are dharmi or righteous that come before him. Nanak Dharm aise chave kito pavan paneet. There's a little mistake there, but theek karan wala, but kito pavan paneet. And what is it saying, Gurbani? That this is what Dharam Raj says to those dharmi people that come into his court. He says, Kito Pavan Paneet, my realm, you have made it sacred. You have made it blessed by placing your charan into my realm. Tan Savaranhar. That's Akal Purkh's Hukam working in the afterlife. That he's told him what his position is. That he respects beings that have lived Dharam inside and outside. So Muratik Ikka meaning there's one form of Dharam Raj. It's one person. Now Doi has two names. Dharam Raj, and Jamraj. Dekh Sarittha. That's how the world views it. They call him Dharam Raj and they call him Yamraj. And Dharmi Dittha Dharam Raj. The people that are Dharmi, the people that follow a code of conduct, the people that look to their Guru Sahib and says, what it will please my Guru Sahib, I want to follow in such a manner, not what the world says, not conditioning themselves to the modern times. They still will not compromise what their Guru says. For no means, regardless of how much the world is changing in their opinions. I say that with a very great big emphasis, because this is what happens. But je changi tarah tusi Bhai Gurdas di akhram padonge, and if you follow closely to what Guru Maharaj Ji says, this understanding is bestowed upon you, that you realize that Dharmi Loki Dharam Raj nu Dharam Raj kende a, and that Paap Kamai Papi Jamraj kende Dittha. They see him as Jamraj. And Papi nu pachadainda Dharmi naal balonda mittha. That with the Dharmi person, he speaks to him very sweet. Just like Jado Raja Janak aaya, and Raja Janak was saying that I want all these narki jeeves to come out of their pain. And that I shared in the first lecture. And what does he say? He says, I can't do anything. I follow Hukam. Ho sevak Thakur Abanasi. Both mithi awaaz de vich kenda, main us Akal Purkh, Abinashi Akal Purkh da sevak haan. That I'm a servant. I can't do anything regarding that. So Dharmi naal balonda mittha, dari dekhan vair, bhai mitr bhai kar dekhan ittha. Just like a person, like Duryodhan, he sees faults in other people, he'll see an enemy in other people. But Yudhishthir, his cousin, sees opposite. He sees good in everybody, and then what will he see? He'll speak sweetly with everybody. And then there's Gursikhs, like Bhai Kanhaiya, that see God's jyot in everybody, and they serve everybody. So I went over that, and now I want to give you a glimpse that there's Dharam Raj. Dharam Raj and the beings come. And then what the Dharam Raj does is that there will be Lekha Jokha hunda. Lekha meaning the account is brought forth. Jokha means that there's a taraju or a scale where things are weighed upon. Raja Janak at that time gave 1 hour of Simran that he had did, and with that he freed all of the beings from Narak. Pa sang paap na pujjane. Hana ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਨਰਕੋ ਛੁੱਟੇ ਜੀ ਜੰਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਨਰਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਜੀ ਜੰਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਛੁਡਾ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਸੀ with 1 hour of Simran amongst Sangat. Hey Raja Janak, that's his paropkari sabar that he wanted to go where those shrieks and those cries were coming from. But it was when he was passing over Nark, and then there's Dharam Raj's Kachari. Now this Kachari is responsible for what beings go to Surg and what go to Nark. And I told you, those are Pog Junia. Pog Junia meaning that once you go there, either you get penalty for a certain period of time, and these are karms that are outstanding, that you will not fully get the punishment in your next life, so they send you to Nark. And if you have so many desires and so forth, then tonu oh puriyan de vich bhej dende a, surg puriyan de vich, in surg and bakre puriyan hegiyan, you go there, but it's Pog Junia, meaning that your time, you have a little car, like you have a little card when you go into a certain place, and it times you, and then after it runs out, in the same manner that your time there runs out. You cannot collect karms there. That's not a karmi realm. The karm realm is here. This is where everything counts. Everything. This is counting as well for you. Jinnah ne dhyan ditta. But kaiyan nu karm ithe le aunda, and then they push all these teachings away, or dhyan dinde nahi. and then it doesn't count for them. Meaning that ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਚੰਗੇ ਕਰਮ ਸੀ to come to this place, but ਫਿਰ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਗਵਾ ਛੱਡਿਆ. So, he is responsible for beings going to Narak. And I know this is one topic that people want to know more about. So I thought in the first one I wasn't able to dive into it. I want to dive into it a little bit more. This is by Bhai Pardeep Singh, an eminent Gursikh. He has written a book called Anditi Duniya, meaning the world that you haven't seen, just because you have seen it in between your lives. But because everything's erased in terms of your memory in the first 3 years of your life here, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਸੋ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਚੇਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ. ਸੰਸਕਾਰ ਰਹਿ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ. Some things come in your dreams and so forth, but we are not able to catch on about those experiences. Well, anyways, this is his writing, Bhai Sahib's writing. I didn't want to ruin that writing by trying to say it myself, so I just used it and I'll translate. Jivan Mukt, the liberated soul on the right. They're both liberated souls. This is by Sham Singh. 70 years of doing Kirtan on the Saranda. You can find his Saranda in the museum at Sri Harmandir Sahib. The first deg that comes to Sri Harmandir Sahib is from Dera Baba Sham Singh. He has done Kirtan. He was a Gupt Granthi. He was part of the Panj Pyare when Bhai Veer Singh took Amrit. That I cannot tell you enough about Bhai Baba Sham Singh. People would come to him for questions. He would do one shabd in Kirtan form, answer everybody's questions. And there's so much, like, just astounding stuff. You want to look into a Jivan, that's one life to look into for inspiration. Baba Sham Singh. Guru Kar de Anand Sikh, Bhai Rantir Singh says. He was a complete Sikh of the Guru Kar, Sant Jan. He was a saintly person. And Gurpur Nivasi, a person who is for sure in Sachkhand. And Sant Sham Singh, Bhai Rantir Singh writes, ne apne live samadhi, when he was in a deep meditation, andar pratak dekhe nazare da britant, nij de lekhni to lekh ke varnan kita. He has a granth that Baba Sham Singh said, I don't want published. Oda avde je hawale honde hunde si would spill over and he would write into the granth. Das ne darshan kite, it's called Bhagat Prem Prakash. Bhagat Prem Prakash. Bhai Rantir Singh is quoting something from that granth. And he's saying that jadon ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ samadhi ਲੱਗੀ ਸੀ, he wrote about what he saw. And this is what he saw. ਕਤਾਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਤਾਰਾਂ ਅਜਿਹੇ ਅਭਾਗਿਆਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਦੇਖੀਆਂ ਹਨ. That he saw lineups and lineups of these misfortunate people. And where are they going? ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਮੁਗਦਰਾਂ ਦੁਆਰੇ ਜਮਾਂ ਦੀ ਮਾਰ ਪੈਂਦੀ ਦੇਖੀ. ਮੁਗਦਰਾਂ are like these bats. And the Jamdoots, Jamdoot ਕਹਿ ਦਿਓ, Jamgan ਕਹਿ ਦਿਓ, Jamheru ਕਹਿ ਦਿਓ, Jamkinkar ਕਹਿ ਦਿਓ, all implies death, Dharam Raj's workers. And ਉਹ ਕੀ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਆ? ਮੁਗਦਰਾਂ ਦੁਆਰੇ, through bats, are beating people in these lines. And ਨਾਲੇ ਖਿੱਚ ਤੂ ਕਰੀ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ. So ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਮੁਗਦਰਾਂ ਦੁਆਰੇ ਜਮਾਂ ਦੀ ਮਾਰ ਪੈਂਦੀ ਦੇਖੀ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਉਹ ਬਿਲਲਾਉਂਦੇ, they're crying out, ਕੂਕਦੇ, they're shrieking, ਕੁਰਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਸੁਣੇ ਹਨ. And ਤਰਸਮਾਨ ਹੋ ਕੇ, ਤਰਸਮਾਨ meaning in a great sympathy for them. In great sympathy for them, Baba Sham Singh ਤਰਸਮਾਨ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਸੰਤ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਦੇਵਗਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ, he asked those servants of Dharam Raj, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ, ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ, what did he ask him? ਕਿ ਇਹ ਕੌਣ ਲੋਕ ਹਨ? Who are these people? ਇਹ ਕੌਣ ਲੋਕ ਹਨ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਅਜਿਹੀ ਮਾਰ ਪੈਂਦੀ ਹੈ? That are taking on such torture. Who are these people? ਤਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਉਹ ਨਿਗੁਰੇ ਪਖੰਡੀ ਲੋਕ ਆ. These are those people that ਗੁਰੂ ਨਹੀਂ ਧਾਰਨ ਕੀਤਾ. Those people that haven't accepted a guru. And pakhandi, those people that either they have taken up a dharmichin, wearing dharmic kapre, but are such hypocrites that ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਧਰਮੀ ਪਰ ਅੰਦਰੋਂ ਉਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ. pakhandi ਲੋਕ ਹਨ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਮਾਤ ਲੋਕ ਵਿਖੇ, on this world ਮਾਤ ਲੋਕ ਵਿਖੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਅਨਹੋਂਦਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਦਵਾਇਆ. That they weren't deserving of the title of guru, but they called themselves guru. Or they call themselves some really high status title to gain followers. to gain other people to follow them. ਅਨਹੋਂਦੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਦਵਾਏ ਤੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਮੁਰੀਦਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੁਮਾਰਗ ਪਾਇਆ. And then on top of it, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਗਲਤ ਰਸਤੇ ਪਾਇਆ. That put him in the wrong direction, pointed him in the wrong direction. There is all these people that start this neo-Sikhi. They'll come up and they'll say that this is Sikhi. They'll reinterpret it. They'll cut out things and they realize you're not the type to go and read yourself. They'll take advantage of that. And they'll say things like, oh, jamdoot hai nahi, aa cheeza hai nahi, ye sab banawat hai and all that. They make these things up. Just so, and those people, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਲਾਈ ਰੱਖਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ. These are those kind of people that are being talked about, that Sant Sham Singh saw. And just for visualization, there's a little tasveer that kataran baniyan bhi hain. Mind you, this is an artist's impression, but kataran baniyan jandiyan, and oh jehdi ag diyan lattaਂ ਪੈਂਦੀਆਂ, that's also mentioned. And I'm going to tell you about what Guru Gobind Singh Ji gave as a description. Maharaj gave a very vivid description of what happens in Nark, and we're going to get into that. ਪਰ ਉਹ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਖਿੱਚੀ ਤੂੰ ਹੀ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ, ਕੁੱਟੀ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਲਈ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਸਜ਼ਾ ਭੁਗਤਣੀ ਆ, because there's 18 different types of hells. And ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੱਖਰੇ ਵੱਖਰੇ ਥਾਵਾਂ ਤੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ. ਇਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਵੀ ਜ਼ਿਕਰ ਆਇਆ, ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਇਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਜ਼ਿਕਰ ਕੀਤਾ. But that also was covered in the first lecture. Now Bhai Veer Singh has a book called Gurmukh Sikhya. And today, because this being a portion, being part of Brahm Vidya, I wanted you guys to hear these words. Because kei thavan te aunde a, my job was as like a mosaic to take these things and piece it all together so you're learning at the same time. Okay? मैं पढ़ी जाऊंगा, तुसी सुनी चलो. And nikate na jaiyo doot. E Dharam Raj, this is a quote that Guru Maharaj has taken of what Dharam Raj has told his Jamdoots. So, Bhai Veer Singh writes this. Ek katha hai, there's one katha. That Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji de naal naam japaun da prachar arambh kita si. That when Guru Maharaj Ji started his prachar in this world, ke ek manukh ne aake charan paul lai. One person had come and taken Amrit. And back then, charan paul onu kende si, when Maharaj Ji's feet would come into touching this water that would be in a bowl, and then they would drink from that bowl. ਇਹ ਉਹ ਚਰਨ ਪੌਲ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀ. Then Guru Gobind Singh Ji made it ਖੰਡੇ ਬਾਟੇ ਦੀ ਪੌਲ. ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਜੀ? ਸੋ ਇਹ ਮਨੁੱਖ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਚਰਨ ਪੌਲ ਲਈ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਸੱਜ ਗਿਆ. ਹਾਲੇ ਉਸਨੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਚਰਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਏ ਤੋਂ ਥੋੜੇ ਦਿਨ ਹੀ ਹੋਏ ਸਨ ਤੇ ਦਰਗਾਹ ਦਾ ਸੱਦਾ ਆ ਗਿਆ. ਦਰਗਾਹ ਦਾ ਸੱਦਾ is his calling came, that he had to leave this world. It had only been a few days that he had just became a Sikh. ਤੇ ਦਰਗਾਹ ਦਾ ਸੱਦਾ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੀ ਦੇਸ਼ ਛੱਡ ਪਰਲੋਕਗਾਮੀ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ. He left for the afterlife. ਇਹ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦਾ ਸਿੱਖ ਸੀ ਜੋ ਮਰਿਆ. He had passed away. ਉਹਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਕਰਮ ਸੀ, that they were still looking at that. They were going to still weigh it. And they didn't understand there's a change now that's come on the world. And Dharam Raj is going to be told by Akal Purkh in this story. Okay? Jad Dharam Raj ne pesh hoya, when they brought him into Dharam Raj's court that we've already talked about, ta usne kya ke Sikh banan to pehla este bure karm kite han. He's become a Sikh, but he's done a lot of bad deeds before. And his bad deeds are outstanding. So, ਇਸ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਨਰਕ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੈ ਜਾਵੋ ਤੇ ਜੋ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੀਤੇ ਦੀ ਸਜ਼ਾ ਭੁਗਤੇ. So take him into Nark so he can be given torture for those karms that he has planted. ਜਮਦੂਤ ਨੇ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਗਏ. ਹਾਲੇ ਇਹ ਨਰਕ ਦੀ ਹੱਦ ਤੇ ਪੁੱਜਾ ਸੀ. When he had reached just the outside of Nark, just reaching the limit or boundary of Nark, and before entering Nark, something happened. ਕਿ ਮੋਲੇਤਾਰ ਬਰਖਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਗਈ. A downpour of water. ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਨਰਕ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੀਂਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਂਦਾ, ਉੱਥੇ ਅੰਗਿਆਰਾਂ ਪੈਂਦੀਆਂ. There's balls of fire that fall always, and there's heat is immense there in Nark. And ਉਹਦੇ ਵੀ ਕਾਰਨ ਆ ਪਿੱਛੇ. And ਇਹ ਗੀਤਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਸੀ, ਭਗਵਤ ਗੀਤਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਕਿ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਜੀਵ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਨਾ, what happens is that ਸੂਖਸ਼ਮ ਸਰੀਰ hardens. it takes on almost like a second skin. When I say second skin, it doesn't mean this kind of material, fleshy skin, but it takes on a skin so it can feel pain. ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਪ੍ਰੇਤ ਜ਼ੋਨ। ਪ੍ਰੇਤ ਜ਼ੋਨ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਵੀ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਜੇ ਧਰਤੀ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਫਿਰਦੀਆਂ, ਪਰ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਪ੍ਰੇਤ ਜ਼ੋਨ when they go into ਨਰਕ। A hideous form, they take into it, and the heat there now they feel. Just like a person in their dreams, you feel that you're experiencing things, they feel all the torture. But marde nahi, they don't die. So the torture is, as long as those karms are with them. Those karms now are depleted, now they send them back and they go into the 84 lakh. So, although mulatar barkha hon lagi, meaning a downpour of water starts coming. And ਜਦੋਂ ਇਹ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਮੀਂਹ ਥੰਮੇ ਹੀ ਨਾ, the rain wouldn't stop. ਤੇ ਉਸ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਤੇ ਕਾਰ ਮੁਖਤਿਆਰ, all the ਸੇਵਾਦਾਰਸ and all the people in Narak, they ਉਹ ਸਭ ਘਬਰਾ ਗਏ, they all got worried. ਆਖਿਰਕਾਰ ਜਮਦੂਤ ਨੱਠ ਕੇ ਧਰਮਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਕਚਹਿਰੀ ਪੁੱਜੇ. Then they left Narak and some of them as messengers reached ਧਰਮਰਾਜ. And ਜਦੋਂ ਧਰਮਰਾਜ ਕੋਲੇ ਪੁੱਜੇ, ਉੱਥੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਇਸਨੇ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਕਿ ਇੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਬਾਰਿਸ਼ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ, it's raining there as well. Dharam ਵੀ ਸਾਰਾ ਭਿੱਜਿਆ ਬੈਠਾ ਸੀ। Dharam is sitting on his takht and he's drenched and wet too. And ਉਹ ਉਵੇਂ ਬੈਠਾ। And as they approach him, ਹਾਲੇ ਜਮਦੂਤ ਕੁਝ ਕਹਿਣ ਹੀ ਲੱਗੇ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਅੱਗੋਂ ਧਰਮਰਾਜ ਬੋਲ ਪਿਆ. Then they're about to say something and Dharam addressed them ਕਿ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਨੂੰ ਤੂੰ ਨਰਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ, ਛੇਤੀ ਨਾਲ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਬਾਹਰ ਕੱਢ ਤੇ ਸੱਚਖੰਡ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੁਜਾ ਦੇ. They get him out of Narak and take him to Sachkhand. There ਉਹਦਾ ਲੇਖਾ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ. That he has no lekha. He's been received in the Guru Car. And ਉਹਦਾ ਲੇਖਾ ਸਾਰਾ ਮਿਟਾ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ. ਪਰ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ, Dharam Raj is no longer responsible for you ਜਦੋਂ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਛਕ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ. Yes, if you do a bajrakrat and you fall away from Sikhi, then ਕੀ ਪਤਾ ਉੱਧਰ ਜਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ. ਰਾਹ ਵੀ ਬਥੇਰੇ ਹੈਗੇ in the afterlook. But ਇੱਥੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸੱਚਖੰਡ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪਹੁੰਚਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ. ਪਹੁੰਚਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ। ਦੂਤ ਨੇ ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕੀਤਾ। ਫਿਰ ਕਿਤੇ ਬਾਰਿਸ਼ ਬੰਦ ਹੋਈ। Then the rain stopped. ਤੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੁੱਖ ਦਾ ਸਾਹ ਲਿਆ. Then they all breathed a sigh of relief. ਤੇ ਜਮਦੂਤ ਦੇ ਪੁੱਛਣ ਤੇ ਧਰਮਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝਾਇਆ ਕਿ ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਦੀ ਜਗਤ ਜਲੰਦਾ ਤੇ ਤਰਸ ਆਇਆ ਸੀ. That ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ has had thirst on this world. He's felt compassion for this world. And now he has sent his form to this world. Everything has changed. We're not going by those same rules as before. The ਜਿਹੜਾ Sikh ਬਣ ਗਿਆ, they call to Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Yes, those karms that you still do, that if you haven't, they still weigh against you, but not in Dharam Raj's kachari. There's guides that take you to either Puriya, so you can live out certain desires that you're carrying as Vashna. I covered that in the first one as well. And then you come back and you're given a life. So you get another chance to embrace Guru Gobind Singh Ji. But something that you learned, some deep impressions, sanskar that are with you, they start steering you at an early age. And a lot of you guys here are like that. That you've had a life of a Sikh before. And now you've come back as a Sikh again. But now is it that you just come up to where you were? Or do you move further? ਇਹ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸੋਚਣਾ ਪੈਣਾ. ਸੋ ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਨੂੰ ਜਗਤ ਜਲੰਦਾ ਤੇ ਤਰਸ ਆਇਆ ਸੀ. ਇਸ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਨਿਰੰਕਾਰ ਆਪ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਰੂਪ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਵਿੱਚ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ. ਐਂਡ ਨਾ ਤੂੰ ਨੇ ਛੁੱਟੇ ਹੈ ਨਿਕਟ ਨਾ ਜਾਈਓ ਦੂਤ. ਤੇ ਧਰਮਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਜਮਦੂਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ. ਇਹਦੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਹੋਰ ਸਾਖੀ ਹੈ, ਪਰ ਲੰਮਾ ਮੈਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ, ਮੈਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਤੱਕ ਹੀ ਸੀਮਿਤ ਰੱਖਦਾ. that ਉਹਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨਾ ਮੈਂ ਨਾ ਤੂੰ, we don't go and approach them. If they come to us, ਉਹ ਵੱਖਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਆ, ਪਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇੜੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਣਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਗੁਣ ਗਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ. Now, ਜਦੋਂ ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਮਰਦਾਸ ਜੀ was approached by Emperor Akbar. ਅਕਬਰ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ, and ਉਹ ਸੇਵਾ ਭਾਵਨਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਇਆ ਸੀ. ਉਹਨੇ ਜੁੱਤੀਆਂ ਲਾ ਕੇ came to Gondwal, and at the time he had asked Guru Amar Das Ji that Sache Pasha, is there anything that we can do for you? Zameen meri kabool karo, accept this on my behalf. And then ਕਈਆਂ ਨੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਟੈਕਸ ਮਾਮਲਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ, ਟੈਕਸ This is just so you can understand this one word, Jagati. Jagati is a tax collector. Okay? Just like there are tax collectors here, what Jamdoots are called Jam Jagati. Why are they called that? Oh, they're Karam collectors. So in the afterlife, what happens is, jire papi and you have a bit of good karms, they take you a lengthy rasta. Some say 1 year. But that you can't even count how long this path is and which way they'll take you, through dark paths, to heated paths. And as they do, todi pyas bhi baddi hai. And as your pyas, you ask for your thirst to be quenched. And they ask that, hand over your karms. Now I wonder about this. How do you hand over karms? Well, what happens is the karm materialize and they're handed over, just like Raja Janak ne ek ਘੰਟੇ ਦਾ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਤਕੜੀ ਉੱਪਰ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਸੀ. How did he do that? ਉਹ ਮਾਲੇ ਦੇ ਰੂਪ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਗਈ ਸੀ. ਮਾਲੇ ਦੇ ਰੂਪ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹ ਰੱਖ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਸੀ. These karms are handed over to the Jamdoots as tax collectors. Jam Jagati. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਲੈ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ. And by that time, the decision for Dharam Raj becomes easy. Go to Narak. You have no good karms that they'll say, okay, this many days in Narak and this many days in Surg. ਆਏ ਕੁਛ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੰਨਦੀ. ਉਹ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਖੋਹ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ. They take everything out. But those that follow according to their Guru Sahib, and if they go down this path accidentally or taken down this path, or ਗਲਤੀਆਂ ਵੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀਆਂ ਜਮਦੂਤਾਂ ਰਾਹੀਂ, then ਆਹ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਲਿਓ. ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੀਆਂ ਸਾਖੀਆਂ ਨਾ, sometimes Maharaj is painting out the Parlok and what happens in the Parlok. And Maharaj ji mentions it. And this is Guru Ram Das Ji's Bani talking about when Guru Amar Das Ji visited these pilgrimage sites, the Hindu tirths, but we don't call them visiting for the purpose of visiting it as worshipping it. No, Maharaj ji was doing prachar. Kyunki ikat hunda si. And ਉੱਥੇ ਕੀ ਲਾਏ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ? ਅਕਬਰ ਦੇ ਲਾਏ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਬੰਦੇ. They were tax collectors. And although tax launde hunde si, that if you want to visit this place, you have to pay this money. And kei gareeb hunde si, that this is forcefully bullying people into paying money. Then tan Sri Guru Amar Das Ji nu daya aagi. Then what Maharaj ji did is, when the second place that Maharaj ji went, where I'm starting, Dutiya Jaman ge gur har har japan kiya. Uthe jaake Maharaj ji ne Naam Japaya, Mool Mantra. Maharaj ji was reciting the Mool Mantra. And when Maharaj ji came forward and the tax collector was there, he was told that you can't charge him. Akbar says, no, innanu kuch nahi charge hega. Wherever he goes, he's free to go, and his Sikhs are free to go. So they were allowed to enter, but the Hindus that were there collected, they were going to get charged. Then what happened? Jagati mile de pet gur piche langai diya. They wanted money, but Guru Maharaj ji ne ki kita? Unhon nu laga ditta. How? Sab chutti Satguru piche, jin har naam te aaya. That they had to acknowledge that this is their Guru. And how do they acknowledge it? They also recite what Guru Sahib is reciting. Maharaj ji was reciting Mool Mantra at that time. Then ਉਹ ਵੀ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਜਾਪ ਕਰਨ ਲੱਗ ਗਏ. ਉਹ ਵੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਧਿਆਉਣ ਲੱਗ ਗਏ ਪਿੱਛੇ. So that ਉਹ ਚਿੰਨ ਕੀ ਸੀ? Is that they're following Guru Sahib. They're reciting Guru Maharaj Ji's Guru Mantra or Mool Mantra. And they are Sikhs of Guru Maharaj Ji. They will not be charged any tax. And they were all freed. And now Guru Ram Das Ji takes the Sakhi and paints it toward the Parlok. And it says, Gur Bachan Marg Jo Panth Chale. Whatever Maharaj Ji says and the path that he has paved, if a Gursikh goes that path, then Tin Jam Jagati Ned Na Aya. Then Jamdoot, the tax collectors, or you can say Karam collectors, oh Nede Nahi Aunge. They don't come. Because they're following according to Guru Maharaj Ji. For them, when they leave the world, Gursikhs come. Sometimes they come as 5 Gursikhs to accompany them, but they have a guide. Some 2 come, but ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਲੈਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ. Sometimes they leave for a little while and then they're accompanied by a guide. First ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸਭ ਦ੍ਰਿਸ਼ ਦੱਸਦਾ. There's different things that happen with different people. So many different accounts that I can't weave it into just one for you guys. And that's why it is a little complex. And I'm sure there's a lot of questions that come up in your head. So, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਭਾਵ ਭਗਤੀ ਦੇ ਮਾਰਗ ਤੁਰਦੇ ਆ and ਧਰਮੀ ਬੰਦੇ ਕਰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਦੇ ਧਰਮੀ ਕਰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ then ਉਹਨਾਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਟੈਕਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਸੀ that ਮੈਂ ਅੱਜ ਵੀ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਅੱਗੇ ਆ ਜਾਓ there's a lot of people ਪਿੱਛੇ ਖੜੇ ਵੀ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ so if all you guys can still scoot forward ਜਿੰਨਾ like you guys are fine here there's a little bit of space here try to fill it up ਅੱਗੇ ਆ ਜਾਓ and then everybody move up sorry so I'm going to tell you another story and then one or two slides after I'm going to give you a bit of a break and then we're going to dive even deeper into this we're still going on lekha ਜਦੋਂ ਗਾਂ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਲੇਖਾ ਦੇਣਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ now what kind of things people see in the afterlife I've told you about Suleiman and that story was associated with Baba Ishar Singh Ji Rada Sahib wale right who was a immense ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਭਗਤੀ ਕੋਈ ਦੱਸ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦਾ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਸੀ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਪ੍ਰਾਣੀਆਂ ਦੀ ਕਲਿਆਣ ਕੀਤੀ and ਉਹ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਮਾਰਗ ਤੇ ਚਲਾਇਆ ਨਾ ਕਿ ਆਪ ਦੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਚਲਾਇਆ ਬਾਬਾ ਈਸ਼ਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਰਾੜਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਵਾਲੇ there's a story that comes and it involves a person called Gurdial Singh Principal Gurdial Singh he was the chief editor of a risala or a magazine that was published under Sant Ishar Singh Ji Publications Trust he was in charge of that and when he heard that Sant Ji had arrived at a certain pind nearby that ਉਹਦੇ ਦਿਲ ਕੀਤਾ ਮੈਂ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਾਂ that I go and meet him so he went and he went to meet him and then after the divan of Sant Ji he goes Sant Ji comes says to him that ਇੱਥੇ ਨੇੜੇ ਨਜ਼ਦੀਕ ਪਿੰਡਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਖੇਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਭਾਈ ਕਿਰਪਾਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਭਾਈ ਕਿਰਪਾਲ ਸਿੰਘ he knew that he would collect stories and ਉਹ ਛਪਾ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ so he told him right away he said that ਭਾਈ ਕਿਰਪਾਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਇੱਥੇ ਨਜ਼ਦੀਕ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ that he lives in a hut nearby ਉੱਥੇ ਚੱਲ ਜਾਓ so he goes around in the pind and asks about this ਭਾਈ ਕਿਰਪਾਲ ਸਿੰਘ and ਜਾ ਕੇ ਮਿਲਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ he goes to the ਇੱਕ ਖੇਤ ਆ and there's a hut and that's where he stays ਆਪਦੀ ਭਜਨ ਬੰਦਗੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਕਰਦਾ ਭੋਜਨ ਵੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਕਰਦਾ ਸੌਂਦਾ ਵੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਆ ਉੱਠ ਕੇ ਭਜਨ ਕਰਨ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦਾ he had an experience that he very much he hasn't shared with many people but now he comes this Bhai Gurdial Singh he comes to him finds him and right away ਉਹਨੇ ਫਤਿਹ ਦੀ ਸਾਂਝ ਕੀਤੀ and he opens up to him and tells him a story and he's ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ ਸੰਤ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਭੇਜਿਆ ਲਿਓ ਆ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਖੀ ਸੁਣਾਉਣਾ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ it's because of Sant Ji who wants me to tell you he said I was a soldier in a platoon and every 3 months or after 3 months every year I would come home and start farming one day I became fatally ill and after a short time I passed away but to my surprise I cast off my physical body meaning I got out of my physical body my astral body came out and I was led by some messengers to the court of Dharam Raj what would normally take 1 year went by hastily ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਾਪੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਮਾਰਗ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਗਏ ਪਾਪੀਆਂ ਦਾ ਮਾਰਗ ਵੱਖਰਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸੂਰਮਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਮਾਰਗ ਵੱਖਰਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਈਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਿਬਾਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ in chariots and some go through a really illuminated way as well too but I told you these paths are so many different paths you can't all weave them into one so he says when I arrived Bhai Kirpal Singh says one of the servants of Dharam Raj searched for my name and he said it was Kirpal Singh the carpenter of the same village and he said that's not my name like that is my name but that's not my occupation main tarkhan nahi and right away Dharam Raj said that this is the wrong person jamduto galtiyan bana deti and this happens quite a bit it happens this is why those experiences happen those near death experiences but this was death the person death being that body is left there and the jivatma travels on so now this person Kirpal Singh says that they're going to take me back they made a mistake that why don't I just get a tour before I go? So he tries to take advantage of it. And he goes to him that, when returning me, I asked, what is hell like? Can you kindly show me hell? The messengers that were there, they said, oh, we'll pass over the hells. That we'll show you the different types of hells. And ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਿਖਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ, there's different jeeves, and ਕਿਵੇਂ ਤਰਫਦੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਨਰਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ. When they came near, he heard the cries and wails of the beings. They caused him to tremble. And when I saw the frightening scenes of those hideous beings being tortured in horrendous ways, ਉਹ ਆਪ ਕੰਬਣ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ. Right? Papi karam kamavde karde hai hai. That they shriek out, they cry out. And right now, Marji di gal manno, they're crying out now too. It's all going on. But just like Gyani Pinderpal Singh says, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਧਰਮੀ ਬੰਦੇ ਆ, they don't see this. Just like right now, if I ask you, where's the jail here? Where's the jail in Vancouver? ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਪਛਾਣ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਗਾ. Some of you might know where the jail is, some of you might not. Because ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੋਈ ਵਾਸਤਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ. That you have no vasta or connection with it, that's why you're not concerned with it. But these things are going on right now. Their cries are right now going on. And ਉਹ ਜੀਵ ਤਰਫੀ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ. And ਉਹ ਆਪਦੇ ਕਰਮ ਭੁਗਤੀ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ. ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ those jeeves that are now reaping what they had sowed themselves. Now, after he says, next I asked the servants of Dharam Raj, show me the heavens. And the guide said to him that if we take any longer, your body is going to be cremated. You're forgetting that your body, they think it's dead now, that you're dead and you're gone. You're going to have no body to return to. There was, I was going to tell you Baba Ram Rai. One time Baba Ram Rai would be able to leave his body and ਉਹਦੀ ਦੇਹ ਸਾੜ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਸੀ. And he had no body to return to. ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਲੋਕ. ਪਰ ਚਲੋ ਰੋ ਵਿਚਾਰ that this time what happened is that they're not going to have a body, you're not going to have a body, it's going to be cremated. And at that time they had taken his body and placed it on top of this collection of wood, the funeral pyre, and they had lit the fire. And then with quickness they brought me to the site of the funeral pyre, and they had lit the fire, and suddenly to everyone's shock I came alive. But the fire had reached one of my calves. And at that time, he showed to Principal Gurdayal Singh how his calf had been burnt. But that's not the end of the story. There was another person that they had come for. And some person had come and said that another person has passed away in our same village. And what's his name? Kirpal Singh. What was he doing? Tarkhansi. So he's outside of the pen, and he had climbed up on a tree to cut down a heavy branch that was going off the tree. He was cutting it down. He lost his footing. He came down and cracked his neck. And now he's on his way to Dharam Raj's kachari. ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਕਈਆਂ ਨਾ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਮਾਂ ਸਿੰਘਣੀਆਂ ਕਈਆਂ ਨਾ ਹੋਇਆ and ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਦ੍ਰਿਸ਼ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਂਦਾ. They're able to see because of an error that the Jamdoots make at that time. Now, after we share these couple of slides, I'm going to give you a break. Now, in Sri Sarbalo, Tan Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji has dived into a description of what happens and how those different narks are laid out. And I wanted to give you a picture of that as well too. So Guru Maharaj, I won't go into it, but in Hazur Sahib, Nandir di Dharti, Maharaj ji ne ek granth tiyar kita jinu kende Sri Sarbalo. And it's a collection of different granths and talking of how ਜਦੋਂ ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਨੇ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਸਰਬਲੋ ਦਾ ਅਵਤਾਰ ਧਾਰਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ. But time to time, ਖਾਲਸਾ ਬਾਰੇ and these scenes of ਨਰਕ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਵਾਲੇ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਇਹ ਕਈ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਮਿਲਦੀਆਂ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਸਰਬਲੋ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ. So, ਬਿਸਨ ਪਦ ਰਾਗ ਮਲਾਰ ਸਿਆਮ ਕੰਡੇ ਦੇਨ ਚਸ਼ਮੋ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਜਿਨ ਨੇਤਰੀ ਪਰ ਤ੍ਰਿਆ ਪਿੱਖੇ. Those people that look at the opposite gender in a lustful manner. ਜਿਹੜੇ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਲਈ ਕੀ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਲਈ ਸਜ਼ਾ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਆ and that ਸਜ਼ਾ ਦੇਖੋ ਤਿੰਨ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਸਜ਼ਾ ਜਜ਼ਾ and raza. If you follow according to raza, God's will, what happens? ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਜਜ਼ਾ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਹੈ. Jaza means rewards. right? ਜਿੱਥੇ ਮਿਲੇ ਵਡਿਆਈਆਂ ਸਦ ਖੁਸ਼ੀਆਂ ਸਦ ਚਾਓ, then ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵਡਿਆਈਆਂ ਮਿਲਦੀਆਂ, that's your jaza. But if you don't follow according to raza, God's will, then what happens? Then saza. And what you did with your indriya, your gyan indriya, your sensory organs, you're punished with those sensory organs. For each of them, they go through a punishment. Right? That's why in Anand Sahib, e netreo mereo, e sarvaneo mereo, that when we talk about like about my Srir, Guru Maharaj Ji is telling you, leave that Anand, leave the material, temporary, tuch Anand of the world, and realize there's more Anand sitting inside. That's why before Gursikh sets out for the world, you come to Anand Sahib to remind you that real Anand's in here. Stop looking for it out there. Jo lo an ras bas, to lo nahi prem ras. When you're going for ras out there, then you're not going to feel the ras of Paramatma, because you are numbing your Srir to be for that experience of God's ras, God's pleasure. But if you go out, then what happens? Oh, punishment milte a in narak de vich. So kande den, tikhe, like nail-like kande, thorns are placed into the eyes of those people that even looked in a lustful manner at the opposite gender. Kan marodan, they twist your ears for those people that gande gaane sunde si. Mere mohan saravani e na sunaye. ਉਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨਾ ਸੁਣਾਏ ਮੈਂ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ, ਸਾਖਤ ਨਾਦ ਤੁਨ ਗਾਵਤ ਬੋਲਤ ਬੋਲ ਅਜਾਏ. Probably misquoted it, but the line is saying of how listening to those gande gaane that go on, the only thing that they're capable and successful of, and they are successful, is causing bikar. They cause your body to be upset and sensitive to falling into indulgences and temptations that you're gonna have to pay the consequence for. And songs do this. So Kanam Road, and they twist their ears, Sikke Katan, hot lead is poured, metal is poured into their ears. Why? Kyunki tai tai tata tata karke jamdoot tikhe. That the fierce jamdoots do this to those beings. ਉਹ ਜੇ ਗੰਦੇ ਗਾਣੇ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਸੀ, ਅੰਦਰ ਵਿਕਾਰ ਪੈਦਾ ਹੋਈ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਸੀ. The more you listen to it, the more you numb to this, and the more you'll say that this thing doesn't exist. But those people that have left their ears for harjas, that ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੰਨਾਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਵੀ ਸੋਭਾ ਨਮਸਕਾਰ ਯੋਗ, for each one of their indriya are namaskar yog, that have made their indriya pavitra. And Bhai Gurdas Ji mentions how those indriya become pavitra. Parahvachar, rasna kattiyan til til kar kar. Naam batrek swad chakhe. Batrek means anything else other than naam. ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਵਾਦਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੱਗੇ ਰਹੇ ਆ, they're just indulging in drinking and eating mass and so forth. ਉਹ ਜਿਹੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੱਗੇ ਪਏ ਆ, ਪਰ ਮਾਂ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤਾ ਚੱਖਣ ਲਈ. Tasting ਨਾਮ ਰਸ, ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਰਸ ਅਤ ਭਲਾ. There's that amrit ras, and that is experienced on this tongue, and experienced deeper as well. Nasika melan tapat salaya. Then through these nose, right? This nose is a house for your astral nose, meaning that astral body that goes. Then jadon pret jonangu ban jandi hai, they take hot rods and stick it up your nose. Machonde a. Onu salaiyan kende a. Nasika ਮੇਲਨ ਤਪਤ ਸਲਾਈਆਂ ਬਾਸ ਬਕਾਰ ਜੁਗ ਕਰਾਨ ਮੱਖੇ. Kran means nostrils, nose, right? Jug means both of your nostrils. Baas, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਬਕਾਰ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ fragrance ਪਾਇਆ, ਗੰਦਗੀ ਦੀ smell ਲਈ, or that you would smell the bakar that would come to him from gandhi smell of smelling the opposite gender and ਜੋ ਵੀ ਹੈਗਾ. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ fragrance smell ਕਰਨੇ ਕਈ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ. ਖਾਲਸਾ ਪੰਥ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ, ਉਹ ਜਿਹੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਪਾਉਣੀਆਂ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਦੂਜੇ ਦੀ ਖਿੱਚ ਪਵੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਵੱਲ, ਔਰ ਬਕਾਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੈਦਾ ਹੋਵੇ, right? You know how they advertise, there's a deodorant ਜਿਹਾ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ, this I think Axe or something like that, ਬੰਦਾ spray ਕਰਕੇ ਫਿਰ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਆ ਕੇ ਚੁੰਬੜ ਜਾਂਦੀਆਂ, right? That's the whole appeal. That's the whole appeal for them, is that that person will get that mentality. And there are pheromones that they use analogs of. Pheromones are so they attract the opposite gender, that they use those analogs so it falls onto those people that smell it, and then they look at them in attraction and smelling them, and that smell reminds them of them. A lot of the time, smell also serves for memory. So what the person wants is that that memory is stirred inside of their head even when they're not there. So some unique smell that they'll have versus anybody else, that when they smell it, instantly their memory is called upon in your head. ਉਹ ਅਭਿਆਸ ਕਰਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਆਪਦੀ ਇਮੇਜ ਦਾ ਆਪਦੇ ਦਿਮਾਗ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ. So this was some of the vocabulary. ਚਲੋ ਬਿਸਨ ਪਦ ਮਲਾਰ ਸਿਆਮ ਕੰਡੇ ਮਾਰਨ ਪੈਰਾਂ ਤਲੀ under the feet ਕੰਡੇ ਮਾਰਦੇ ਆ. For who ਮਾਰਗ ਪੰਥ ਕੁਪੰਥ ਚੱਲੇ, those people that were going on the path but the ਗਲਤ path, ਕਲੱਬਾਂ ਛੱਬਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ, ਜਾ ਕੇ ਰੈਸਟੋਰੈਂਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਸ਼ਰਾਬ ਸ਼ਰੂ ਪੀਣ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਸੀ, ਇਹ ਜਿਹੀਆਂ ਥਾਵਾਂ ਤੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਸੀ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਸੱਪ ਅਠੂਏ ਹੱਥੀ ਲੜਸਨ. Then they place scorpion like figure things, ਸੱਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ they place snakes and so forth on their hands so that they bite them. And ਉਹ ਡੰਗ ਦੀ ਮਾਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਹਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਂਦੀ ਆ. They have to tolerate. ਦਾਨ ਪੁੰਨ ਨੇ ਕੀਏ ਭਲੇ, those people that didn't do any ਦਾਨ ਪੁੰਨ, didn't do any charity, didn't do any seva with these hands. ਤਪਤ ਖੰਭ ਗਲ ਮੇਲੀਨ ਜੀਅ ਕੋ. Suleiman, if you remember from the first lecture, Suleiman was that Prayat Jon that had possessed that child's body. And he said that in Narak, right now, they're waiting for him to come, that they have the image of two women that attracted him, and they're going to, but it's the image that has been carved out on these hot pillars. And it's gonna, that person is going to be pressed against him, sandwiched between him. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਚਾਇਆ ਜਾਣਾ. And Marji says this too. Tabat khambh, gal melian jeev ko. This jeev atma is going to be squished between these hot pillars. Par triya jete lai gale. Before it was just looking at the opposite gender in the wrong manner. Now it's those people that have touched the opposite gender. Those people that touch the opposite gender. ਦੇਖੋ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਇੱਕ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰਦਾ. I know ਕਿ ਨਵੇਂ ਰਿਵਾਜ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਪੰਥ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਪਰ ਔਰਤ and ਮਰਦ ਨੂੰ ਛੋਹਣਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ. And that I especially say for the ਨੌਜਵਾਨ that are still not married. Now what it is, ਆਪਣੀ ਔਰਤ ਵੱਖਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਆ, and ਭੈਣ ਮਾਂ ਵੱਖਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਆ. But when it comes to another person, you might say that is your ਭੈਣ, and that I admire that you have that drishti, but shona hathna lai kasumbade jal jasi tola. That what will happen is when you touch the other person, vakar tode man de vich aa jauga. And ithe ta gal karde gal melian, embracing. And those people that embraced him, is that ਉਹਨਾਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਤਪਤ ਖੰਭਾ. ਇੱਥੇ ਮਰਿਆਦਾ ਨਿਕਲੀ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਆਪੇ. I can't spend too much time on the line because I still have more lines for you. But I really want to stress that ਮੈਂ ਆਪ ਸੁਣਿਆ ਕਥਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਬੀ ਸੇਵ ਕਰੇ. ਜਦੋਂ ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖ ਸੇਵਾ ਵੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ, they would be very careful that their hand wouldn't touch a bibi's hand or a bibi for a singh's hand while they're doing seva. Because even that small amount of touch might stir something in their head. ਇੰਨਾ ਡਰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਬੁਕਾਰ ਨਾ ਆ ਜਾਵੇ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਨਾਮ ਰਸ and live ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਜੋੜਨੀ ਹੈ, ਸੁਰਤ ਨੂੰ ਬਲਵਾਨ ਕਰਨਾ ਅੰਦਰ. That's the whole jivani of a Sikh. What is the jivani of a Sikh? Is to make their surat balwan, their consciousness becoming even greater and gaining and heightening up to God consciousness. That's what they're aiming for. And oh, surat balwan karan vaste eh bigna hundiyan. These are obstacles for those Gursikhs. Our Rani Bani is so that surat, sabad surat marg. That is the path for a Gursikh. Collecting your attention and placing it on Marji's Shabd and then traveling towards Paramatma da Desh. So, Paap Prabhav Asantan Sangat. They say that those people that have done Sangat with those people that are unsaintly, then so jire fal pae pale. Then main ki kina. What can I tell you? Then ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਦਾ ਫਲ ਭੁਗਤਣਾ ਹੀ ਪੈਣਾ. They're going to go and have to suffer more punishments for this. And here, Marji doesn't go into specifics as well. And saho means sove jia apna kiya. Saho means sahar alone. Go ahead and tolerate what you have now laid down in this world as your karam. Saho means sahna. Malar, Syam, Sangal kat challe la jamgan. And I showed you in that one tasveer, the Sangal. Chains are placed on that being and they're pushed and taken with shackles on them. Tapat reet mein khade kiye. They're taken to this one place that's scorching hot. Jithe reeta, utthe jaake unhanu khade kar diya. Teer kamana, chhajit karjin. Those jamgan, jinnah de hath de vich teer, kaman, and other weapons as well that come and are mentioned in other granths and Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Jime hunter hunda na, there's a whip. And there's other things like mugdara, jira I already mentioned, bats and so forth. They have weapons, jire unna de hath de vich shobh de han. And mahapyavan tras diye. Because of those weapons, they beat you, and both bhyanak dar tode dilan de vich paida hunda. Kaag cheel seye sir marin. Kaag is crows. Cheel is eagles. Now, I'm going to give you an example from another term. But main oh bada satkar rakhda. Sant Isa ji hoya, who they call Jesus Christ. And apa sant roop de ode vich onu satkar karde. When he was placed on the cross, what happened is on two sides. There's one person jine benti kiti, that mere padra baksh lo. That menu usse mahal de vich le jo jithe tusi leke challe up in the heavens. Take me to where you're going. That I have sinned, but I place my sins at your feet and menu utthe la chalo. But on the other side, there was another person who questioned all this. He said that there is nothing in the afterlife. Kuch nahi hona, aim banai janda, jo vi kuch gai janda. It's all make believe. And at that time, a crow came and sat on that cross. And what did it do? It gave him a hint of what's coming in the afterlife in Nark. And what did that crow do? It took its beak and started poking in his eyes. And kept poking until blood started to seep out. And he was on the cross as well. So he couldn't do anything about it. Kaag cheel seye sir marin akhi khoban. Ade o pankti aagi. What happened there? Marji is also saying that akhi, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ khoban, ਤੋਬ ਕਰੇ, ਤੋਬਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਤੋਬਾ. They shriek out in pain. Iti maar pave ji tai, inni maar pendiya towards the jivatma, varke ang angyar chare. And here's the line that tells you what happens in hell. Angyara pendiya. There's balls of fire that are falling from the sky. Oh vi aake tode jism te or your pret jism de upar aake dig ke machde. It burns you and scorches you there too. Man ande sir hove maar. Oye ਮੂਰਖ ਅੰਧੇ ਮਨ ਹੁਣ ਸੁਣ ਲਾ ਇਹ ਮਾਰ ਪੈਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਪਰਲੋਕ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੱਖ 84 ਜੋਨ ਮੇ ਡਾਰ. And then after, what do? They take you and place you into the 84 lakh, into the 8.4 million life cycle, birth and reincarnation cycle. Nark kor mein kare pukar. And within the depths of hell, you hear the cries of the beings that are even crying out today and now. Naam bina nahi mokh dua rahao. And Maharaji rests on this pankti and says, this is the central theme. Without God's name, you won't see the door of liberation. You will not see the door of liberation. How can you say what your path will be in Parlok? All you have is now. Enu sambhalo. And Maharaji agge dasdeya. And the final one that I wanted to share with you. Bisanpad malar tareh sani. Kart pukar bilap kanere. So many, in so many ways, they're crying out. Jai avaz prab sarvan pare. But dekho, Maharaji gives a new angle for those narki jeeves. Just like in Gwalior de Killa, hun Bandi Shor Divas on lag gaya. And I want your dhyan to go to this. That Bandi Shor Divas, at that place in Gwalior de Killa, that was hell. That was a picture giving of what hell is like. Those people, they were shackled against the thumbs. These were Raje Lok, and now they've been tied against thumbs. Mal Mutter jo vi kirya si uthi karde si. And then sare ne katthe sangat roop de vich unhone ne pukar kita si. They call out to each other and they said that let's call out to God. Let's call out to God, Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji. And then this is what Guru Gobind Singh Ji is saying. Jai Avaj Prabh Sarvan Pare. But even then, even in the depths of hell, you call out to God, Tan Akal Purkh, Tan Swaran Har, that you still hear the cries of those beings, even in the depths. ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਨਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਕਦੇ ਚੇਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਰੱਖਿਆ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਦੇ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਏ, ਫਿਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਚਿੱਤੇ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਆਊਗਾ? But those that maybe had a ਘੜੀ of sangat, that when you're in the depths of hell, something stirred, something brought back this memory that, oh, there was a time of sitting in sangat and they talked about Parlok. And then you remember, you can still get out. Because remember, Maharaj is Dayavan. Maharaj nu tars aunda. He has thirst upon this world. Jai Avaj Prabh Sarvan Pare. When this voice of your cry falls on Maharaj's ears, Pe Kripa Swami Satgur Ki. Then Maharaj, our Swami Master Satguru, Odi Kripa aunਦੀ ਹੈ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਉੱਪਰ. And Charan Lai Khal Patat Tare. And then he brings that being to come and touch upon his feet. ਉਹ ਆ ਕੇ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੂਰਖ ਬੰਦਾ ਸੀ, ਪਤਿਤ ਲੋਕ ਸੀ, that person has now been reformed. ਧੰਨ ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ. And ਪਿੱਛੇ ਗਾਓ, ਫਿਰ ਇਹ ਅਵਸਰ ਹਾਥ ਨਾ ਆਵੇ, ਫਿਰ ਇਹ ਅਵਸਰ ਹਾਥ ਨਾ ਆਵੇ. ਮਾਨੁਖ ਜਨਮ ਦੁਲਭ ਮਿਲੇ, ਮਾਨੁਖ ਜਨਮ ਦੁਲਭ ਮਿਲੇ. ਜਨਮ ਦੁਲਭ ਮਿਲੇ. Then this time won't come into your hands again. So make use of it. Maharaj is saying, Ahi sama tuade, ahi avsara. This is your time, and this is your time now. That bin Satgur ko mukt na pave. Without our true Satguru, you will not gain liberation. And you will have to face pains, and who knows if that time will come again. Sadh Sangat ki lag pale. When Guru Maharaj came out of Bandi Chhod, or maaf karna, Gwalior the Killa, and Maharaj gained the name Bandi Chhod, how did he come out? How did they come out? Maharaj's chola is Sadh Sangat. Maharaj's chola, they held on to Maharaj's chola and they came out. And how did they not pay tax in the at the pilgrimage sites behind Guru Amar Das Ji? They sang out Paramatma Ji's jas. They sang out the Mool Mantra. Khasa ji, is sikhya nu kathe kar lo hun. Sadh Sangat is Maharaj's chola. And those Gwalior the Kile de jere Prane Raje si or ex-Raje, they were holding on to Maharaj's chola. And ithe kende a Sadh Sangat ki lag palle. Palle means to hold on to the robe of Sadh Sangat. Meaning Sangat karni chhadni nahi. ਆਪਦੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਆਏ ਨਹੀਂ ਵੱਡਾ ਕਹਾ ਦੇਣਾ ਮੈਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਭਗਤ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲਾ, I don't need ਸੰਗਤ. ਨਹੀਂ, ਇੱਥੇ ਕਈ ਗੁਰਮੁਖ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਹੋਰ ਉੱਚੀ ਅਵਸਥਾ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ, ਐਂਡ ਇੱਥੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸੂਖਸ਼ਮ ਹੋਵੇ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਮਿਟ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ. I'm going to give you a break now. I know it's been long, but we still got lots to go. There's lots of bit. We just finished the Lekha part. Now Lekh will start, and then Nishan will start. But I'm going to try to speed up a little bit as well. So I'm going to give you a 5-minute break, okay? Stretch your legs. Je jana washroom bhi ja sakde hain. And बहुत ही गल्लां बातां ना करियो, है ना? ਜਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੱਸੀ ਗਈ ਹੈ, reflect upon it. ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਮਾਂ ਆਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਹੁਣ ਬੰਦ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ, ਚੱਲੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ. And ਜੋ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਰਮ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਚੰਗੇ ਬਣਾਈ ਜਾਣੇ ਆ. And we're going to go into the different karms as well too that I keep talking about. Okay? ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. पड़ावन हार अवर पड़ावन बिन पढ़ाए पढ़ रहे अवर पड़ावन हार अवर वाहो वाहो गुरु नानक जी अनेक बार नमस्कार अनेक बार नमस्कार वाहो मन करके नमस्कार करो वाहो वाहो गुरु नानक जी अनेक बार नमस्कार नमस्कार वाहो सो गुरु प्यारी साध संगत जी अगे चलिए जो गोपाल पांदा जी starts hearing जी बाणी लेखा मंगी है ये बस उत्थे तक ही आप हुण कथा कीती है हुण अगे तुरदे हैं जदों ईड़ी द्वारे महाराज जी ने उपदेश दिता ना ईड़ी द्वारे meaning through ईड़ी what उपदेश महाराज जी gave in the second line महाराज जी says इन्ना अखरा में जो गुरमुख बूझे तिस सिर लेख न होई. And now before we go into the whole translation of this line, all I want you to focus on is those yellow ones that are highlighted. Tis sir lekh. Tis sir lekh. Lekha, an account that you're building up in this life, and now lekh, what's dictating this life for you already. Okay? So, reminding you guys, 3 things that I wanted you to grasp today is lekha, now we're on lekh, and then we're going to get to this. This, a lot of people don't properly know about. But in that same Katha, Maharaj opened up about it. And we're going to get to what Gurmukhs say about this. It's mentioned all over in different places by Gursikhs in Gurbani as well. But understanding haje tak haje tuch matri hai apne kole. So lekh. So now lekh, this sir lekh. Sir means head. And upon that head, that lekh. And Maharaj is going to get to the point saying, na hoy. That they on their head, they won't have that lekh. Lekh is a preordained destiny written on your forehead that are derived from your past deeds. Now, कई ये भी कह देंगे आ तुहाडे सूक्ष्म शरीर दे मत्थे दे उपर कि ये भी कह देंगे then they manifest on your forehead of your physical bodies. But why can't we read it? Because we don't have that atmak avastha. I know that might seem like the easy answer, but it's true. And there's places where Gursikhs have been told about their future only simply because it was already written. They just read it. They didn't see it, they just read it. And there's a lot of stuff that has been mentioned, but Maharaj aap jane about what is written on that forehead, but we need to proceed further. So I thought the middle section of this, since we might not have time for question and answer, is a question and answer. And I thought I would just ask the questions. How is it written on your forehead? Well, Kari loho kalmang, likhyo lekh mathang. Guru Gobind Singh Ji says, there's this divine kalam. Not an actual pen, because Gurbani also says without a pen, it gets written. So, inu Devi pen samjh just like a shara to a pen, a divine pen that the Creator inscribes the lekh. Remember, this is a preordained destiny of those things that you are going to go through in this life. Oh, it's written on your forehead. Then, the next question. What is written on your forehead? Well, kei keh dende hai, your ayu of how long you'll live, how much you'll breathe. Death is written on when marna lakhaye mandal mein aaye. It is already written on you when you came into this world. Livelihood, your rozi roti, kinna tusi shakonge, kinne paise banaonge, type of sangat you'll come across, right? Marriage, of jide na sanjog hoga tode ਲਈ. And family, this is where I know a lot of questions are going to rise. Oh, then what are we bound by these? I'm going to address all that, okay? So family, parents and kids, vidya, etc. And then Marji has said, bachan, mastak likhit likhe gun gaye, mil sangat par paro. Marji ne ਇਹ ਵੀ ਲਿਖ ਦਿੱਤਾ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸੰਗਤ ਵੀ ਮਿਲੂਗੀ ਇਸ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ. But always we're going to think in the terms of the victim, the person who doesn't have good karmas, because that's the way we do, is we always say that ਸਾਡੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਕੀ ਹੈ, we can't do this, we can't do that. But ਉਹਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਵੀ Maharaj ji ਨੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ. So I had addressed this as well. Although some major details are written on the forehead, there are two invisible forces controlling your journey through this life. And that's Sanjog, Vijog, Doe, Kar, Chalave. That these two, Sanjog, Vijog, Doe, Kar, Chalave, that they're carrying on the task of getting this life to go through. Meaning Sanjog and Vijog, neither are those both negative. It can mean that Vijog from people that are leading you the wrong way. And then Sanjog with those people that are doing good Sangat. So kei cheezain changiyan bhi ho sakdiyan, but Sanjog also your marriage, the kind of work you'll have, and how long you'll work there. Vijog ho janda toda. That Sanjog with who you're meeting, you're going through it right now. Right? Coming to a certain place, then leaving that place, then never entering that place. It goes the distance of everything, and it's controlling it. And then Marji says, Lekh, meaning that lake, ave pag. And through that lake that's written on your forehead, what happens is your destiny comes out, your preordained destiny. Ji had said, Lekh na miti he sakhi jo likhya kartar. Enu vi apan siddh kar liya, that what Guru Maharaj Ji is written on your forehead, it cannot be erased. Meaning that experience you're going to go through, you have to go through. Right? Lekh na miti he sakhi jo likhya kartar. Jis vele Guru Arjan Dev Ji ne pankti ucharan kiti si, Sanket Mandi da Raja aaya si, from doing Sangat with Bhai Kalyana. O aaya si to Maharji's Sharan. He heard this line. He did the same skepticism that comes in people's head. Then what's the point? That coming into your Sharan, Maharji, if this will not be erased. If something's written that you're going to have to go through it, and it's bad for you, you think you want to get out of it, there's no point, because you've been sitting in Sangat and there's no point. You're going to still have to go through it. There's a lot of things that can be addressed in there, but Chalo Maharji told him stay for a couple of days, and in the night that came, he had a dream that he was a kangal ho gaya si, he was very poor, chandalan de kare janam ho gaya si, meaning it was a very low caste that cleaned the filth of towns and so forth. Unhanu keh dinde jehde chandal lok hunde a, Maharji chalo jaat paat apna nahi gal mande, par unhanu keh dinde hunde a, jinnu that have occupation like that, unna de kare janam ho gaya, and then he had kids, and then after he lived his life mar gaya si. And wife ne bhi vijog kita, bachcha ne bhi vijog kita, and then what happened is he woke up. Well, that was one life that he was gonna go through, but coming into Maharji's Sharan, oh katti gayi through one supna. So the lake ta nahi mitya, but it got shortened. So lake are flexible. But jera lekh dinde Maharji, you have to go through it, because you planted it, you made it yourself. And it's been inscribed, because you have to apsana penda what you do, right? That ungal nahi chakni Maharji wal, hath jod ke chakne hai ardas de vich. Ungal nahi chakni that Data, you did this to me. No, Maharji is doing pala for you, so you learn. So you learn from those experiences. But chalo, then what happened is the next day he wanted to go out horse riding and take Maharji with him. Then Raja lok innan nu shikar bare shauk hunda, he saw a deer going into the jungle. Ode man de vich vi aaya that I go after this deer, and he asked for permission to leave Maharji's Sharan, Guru Arjan Dev Ji, and he go into the jungle. So he went after the deer. He never got to the deer. And thak gaya, it was a hot day. He got off his horse and he sat down to take a break. And then what happened is, Murka choi janda si, and then uthe neend aa gayi onu. And neend aun te, two kids are shaking him, Pitaji, Pitaji, Pitaji. And there's a whole townspeople have collected saying that we found our dad. He never died. He's alive. And he's pinching himself. These are the same kids from my dream. Am I still dreaming? I fell asleep. Am I still dreaming? Well, he wasn't dreaming. Those people were actual people. And those people are all in front of him. And they're all cursing him, saying that, how did you pull this off? You left us, and now Rajiyan de pek paya vya. In the meantime, Guru Arjan Dev Ji arrives, and he sees Rola pai janda, and the Raja goes and calls to Guru Maharaj Ji to help him. He says that these people think that I'm their husband, for that woman's husband that passed away. Maharaj Ji asked him a quick question. Eda hal ho sakda, that all I need to know is what happened with the husband after he died. Did you bury him or did you cremate him? They said that we buried him. And then he says, just dig up where the body is buried, and you'll get your answer. The Raja's heart's pounding, that I'll have to leave my Rajbag and go into their house. That if the body's not there, that's me, and I have this memory fresh from last night. So now they're digging and digging, and as they get there, the body's there. And he breathed a sigh of relief, and the townspeople said that was no galt fahmi hogi. But he looks exactly like him. Chalo, sadi galti ho mud gaye. Then he goes to Guru Arjan Dev Ji. Sache Pasha, ki ho gaya? Mere na ki vapriya? That I saw these same people in my dream. I know it's them, but now there's a guy lying here dead that looks exactly like me. Maharaj Ji said that, remember that line you questioned? Lekh na mite sakhi jo likhya kartar. That kartar is the one who writes it. Kartar is the one who can change it as well too. You still went through it, right? Maybe there's a surgery that was going to happen with you that was going to be very extensive, and after the recovery is going to take 3-4 years. But now, because of having Maharaj's Charan, he's changed it into a month for you. It can expand, it can contract. It's all according to Maharaj. And this is Kartar. There was a Mai that came to Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji, and then she says, I have no child, and she begged Maharaj Ji that, please bless me with a child. Maharaj Ji looked at her Lekh and said that, nahi Mai, tode bhag de vich nahi likhya. Likhya ave bhag, right? That tode Lekh de vich, bhag de vich nahi likhya, you're not going to have a child. She goes crying. And guess who she encounters? That evi ode Lekh vich si, that she was going to encounter a saint such as Bhai Gurdas Ji. Bhai Gurdas Ji ne onu bidhi dasti. He says that, evi koi galla, just take a paper and pen and hand it to Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji and say, if it's not written, then write it. So she took a paper and pen and asked again to Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji, and Maharaj Ji said, Bibi, main tonu das ditta, tode lekhe vich nahi hega. That it's tode lekh de vich nahi hega. Maharaj Ji, aa leo kagaj, aa leo kalam, tusi hon lekh deo. And Maharaj Ji was upon the horse. He took the paper, and as he was making a eka, the horse moved, and it became a 7. And this woman would have 7 children because of that. And that's Guru Maharaj Ji. Jo kartar lekh dinde, ohi hunda. Right? You have to. It's not in our hands, it's in his hands. Whatever Maharaj Ji chooses, it can happen. Je onu tarsa ki can mita bhi sakde, it's always raza. This is all his khushi. So, then, if you ask, what is the point? If we cannot change anything in our Lekh, the key point is sade vaste, well, I just went through it, but Maharaj Ji mentions this, right? Komal bandhan badiya, Nanak karmehe Lekh. Karmehe means karms. Because of those karms, a Lekh comes on your head. We've already gone through that. Those past karms that come, and I don't mean just your last life's karms. It can be 100 janams back. Kende jado karm pakde hai, when the karms ripen, they come up and they pave out what kind of roller coaster you're going to go through. Each life is its own roller coaster, but they're different. But komal meaning soft. This bride, this Jeev Roop Sakhi, is tied down and bound by soft bonds of their karmic Lekh. Meaning the karms or the lake are going to push you to life, but it's almost like being shackled but having room to do other things as you're going around. And even Bhai Parminder Singh, who started this Guru Nanak Academy, ਉਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਸੋਝੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਸੀ, he would even mention that there's some people that he's meeting that he's never met in his previous lives. That you come across other people that you've never met in your previous life. It's not just because ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਰਮਾਂ ਦੀ ਸੰਬੰਧਾ that you meet these people. There's new people that you meet that you've never met as well too. So that is, it's flexible, but again, this is all in the hands of the Creator, and it's Gur Prasad. And wo jo marji di khushi hai, whatever he wants, that's how it plays out. But sade vaste, that room's there. So what we do with our mind, word, and body, we're making a lekha as we go. So it can't be so tight that we're just living out our own lake and not making anything new. It's something that we're doing while we're living out our lake that's creating a lekha, an account for the afterlife. Okay? Lake, preordained destiny, but soft, so you can move. It creates enough flexibility that you're still creating a lekha for the future. What kind of karms are there? Right now, what happens is jo karm kamone, it's called kiriman. Kiriya meaning action, man meaning with your own homme. Tode homme de smet, that you're collecting karms that you're doing now, kiriman. Okay, and then comes sanchit, the collected karms. The collected, like your suitcase, you're collecting kapade, right? You're just collecting it. But those karms haven't been paved out yet of what they're going to do. They're just collecting. Then the paralabdh karm. The paralabdh karm, these were asked to Bhai Daya Singh, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪੰਜਾਂ ਪਿਆਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਸੀ. And he explained this. He said the paralabdh karm. The paralabdh is what is now destined for you, that have been taken out of your collected karms and now weaved together for a new life. So just to give you an explanation, and this is given by Bhai Daya Singh, he says that ਜਿਵੇਂ ਪੱਥੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੀਰਾਂ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਨਾ, like arrows, those are your sanchit karms. When you're doing karms, you're collecting arrows in there. But and time comes, those arrows are fired. Now it's not in your control, right? But what is in your control, you can still burn these. That the baggage you're carrying now of karms, you can still burn them. But what's been fired is the ones that saying lekhna miti ye sikhi jo lakhya karta. That's your life that's been given to you. But again, Maharji gives that flexibility. But a sanchit karma, and these are the paralabdh, the destined karmas that have paved out what you have to go through. So what do? Piche bolo, gur kahya sakar kamavo, gur kahya sakar kamavo. Gur kahya sakar kamavo, gur kahya sakar kamavo. Whatever Guruji says, ohi cheez karo. And Maharji has said absolutely everything clearly. And when it has been clear, even it's been opened up more through the Katha of Bhai Gurdas Ji in his Vana. So, if we go into these karms, Bhai Daya Singh has said, do kriya but not kriya man. Man nu erase kar diyo bichon. That Maharji karaunde manu. Become a vessel for God to work through you. Jo Guru Maharji kende a, o karo. That's the vessel and you're doing it. Right? It's that dos na deu kisse. Dos karma apne. Jo main kiya, so main paya. Dos na dije avarjana. That whatever comes to you, accept it. That it's happened to me. Whatever is gone is pana. Right? The future, you don't know what's pana, so you're allowed to act and do things. But again, in line with what Guru Maharji wants. And when you don't know, gur puch lekh bichar. Dadda dos, through the dadda akhar, that's in patti likhi. That pankti that I just quoted is from Patti Likhi. And I'm going to urge every one of you from this day forth to Guru Maharji's Gurpurab, every day do that Bani. It's not very long, but I want everyone that attended this lecture to do that Bani, and I'm going to urge you again at the end. But ਇਹ ਸਿੱਖਿਆਵਾਂ ਜੋ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਪਾਂਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਦਿੱਤੀਆਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਵੇ. That what do those akhars mean? And Maharaj Ji kripa kare that our life doesn't feel so empty. Right? So we don't need other people to acknowledge and say that, oh, you look beautiful or you look like this or so forth. No. Jo Maharaj Ji, you feel a fulfillment that Guru Maharaj Ji is with you. Guru Ji's ang sanga. So, kirya karo, kirya maan na karo. Then what should we do? Maharaj Ji says, veht karo. Veht kiya is in line with what Guru Maharaj Ji says. And aveht means opposite of Guru Maharaj Ji. Mean bajjar krat, kukarm karne, all the doshas. You can probably think of all the jere paap hai gya duniya de vich. Or kaam, krodh, lobh, moh, kar, the vishay vikar, bhogne, so forth, all of that. I can't go into all of that, but we shouldn't do aveht. Veht meaning nit karm. Nit is Nittnem. Palke uth, svere utho, isnan karo, kar isnan simar prabh apna, amrit vele sambhalo. That do your honest kirt, remember God. Rayas vele marji the fair dhyan jodo, kirtan swala bani padho, naam japo, jhoot na bolo, sach bolna, eh marg te chalo. Eh Guru Maharaj Ji ne nit karm dasya. Nimit karm are those done. First I'll go to Sakam Karam. Sakam Karam oh hai gaya that you do like akhand path for the Panth's Chardi Kala. Sakam, Sat Kamana, meaning that you're doing it with a desire that we want to help somebody that's in jail. Onna de reha ho jave. That you do Chope Sahib. That person stays in Chardi Kala. That's, you have an itcha, right? And Seva Karat Hove Nehkami, meaning Nishkam Karam. The Nishkam Karam are those karms that you do that when jime koi of these nothing for yourself. That you're not doing anything for yourself. It's only for one kamna. I heard that nehkam actually means that no kamna for worldly things, but one kamna. One kamna. Kamna means desire. One desire. And what is that? To manpreet charan ko milare. That Maharaj Ji de charana di preet lagi rahe, meri live udhar nu judi rahe, main Paramatma na jud jawa. That's the one kamna. Baki sab kuch nishkam kar dena. That you're doing seva just for Maharaj Ji's pleasure. That's all you're doing it for. That you don't seek to please anybody else in the world. That person walks with their eyes not looking to see other people's reactions on what they're doing. They're going towards what Maharaj Ji is pleased with. Right? That's coming in according to what Guru Maharaj Ji says. And prashit karam, puneh charan karna. Puneh charan karna, je kakar deg pave, doing a Chope Sahib or a Japji Sahib and asking forgiveness. That mere kakar, that me sabat rehma, that I stay with my kakars at all time. Eh prashit karam hunda. Those little mistakes that happen time to time, ode lai prashit odo hi kar daida. You don't let it linger, then you'll forget. That time to time people say they made a mistake and they will do something later on to rectify it. But no, do it as soon as possible. Sri Ramchandra got this teaching when he was going to ashrams in Banavas. ਉਹਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਮਿਲੀ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਪਾਪ ਕਰ ਲੈਣਾ ਉਸੇ ਵੇਲੇ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਨਾ ਪ੍ਰਾਸ਼ਿਤ ਕਰਨ ਨੂੰ ਇਸ਼ਨਾਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਬੈਠ ਕੇ ਭਜਨ ਪਾਠ ਕਰਨਾ ਫਿਰ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਕਰਨਾ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਅੱਗੇ right and ਨਿਮਿਤ ਕਰਮ ਕੋਈ ਕਾਰਜ ਲਈ ਕਰਨਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਯਾਦਾਸ਼ਤ ਤੋਂ ਭੁੱਲ ਗਿਆ ਨਿਮਿਤ ਕਰਮ I'll come back to it. It'll come to me ਜੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਨ that it comes to me I'll tell you after. So Jeta samund sagar neer parya te ogan hamare. What we're doing, we have faults are filled like an ocean, and the ocean is vast. And aap piche boliye, lekh kate na chutiye, lekh kate na chutiye. Kin kin poolan har, kin kin poolan har. That lake I can't get rid of. That Maharaj, I am suffering through my own karms. Mere te daya karo sache pasha. Because every moment, every moment I'm still forgetting and still making those same mistakes. And then Maharaj says, this is prashat. This is prashit of trying to take away those karms, right? Baksan har baks lai, baksan har baks lai. Nanak par utar, Nanak par utar. Then menu agla par kar diyo. This ocean of my own faults and this bhav sagar that I'm going through, let me surpass it. That's calling out to Maharaji to get rid of those sanchit karms, and at the same time that lekha becomes shuddh. Remember, kei Gursikh ਜਿਹੜੇ Maharaji Guru Gobind Singh Ji ਦੇ ਸ਼ਰਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਇਆ, Maharaji ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਦਿਖਾਇਆ ਸੀ that matha taking to Guru Maharaji changes lekhs as well too. That's why matha ਲਾਉਣੇ ਆਪਾਂ Maharaji ਦੇ ਚਰਨਾਂ ਤੇ. That the power of Akal Purkh will resonate and change those lekhs if that's what our pavana is. Maharaji changes. It's all in the hand of the Creator. That's my point. But when God so happy with those karms that you do, and they're in line with what Guru Maharaji said, then you're a hukmi banda. You're a hukmi person. A person who lives in the will of God's command. And then what happens? You become an adhikari. You become deserving of what? Of gyan. Gyane karan. For gyan, for enlightenment, to become one with Paramatma. That karm abhyas, that you do vet karm. You do karms that are in line with what Guru Maharaji says. That's why you do it. Gyan pya, and when that enlightenment comes, teh karme nas. Those karms that are sitting with you, unnada nas ho gaya. They're destroyed. And then, tis sir lekh na hoy. Where we started from, this sir lekh. And ਜਦੋਂ ਗਿਆਨ, ਬ੍ਰਹਮ ਗਿਆਨ, ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਆ ਜਾਵੇ, ਫਿਰ ਲੇਖ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਮੱਥੇ ਤੇ. A Brahm Gyani doesn't have those lekhs on their head. They have something else. And that's what we're going to go get into. So, inna akhra mein jo gurmukh bujhe, those people ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਮਝ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਮੁਖ ਦੁਆਰੇ ਜੋ ਬਚਨ ਕਮਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਨਾ, ਕਰਮ ਅਭਿਆਸ, Vet kam kardeya. They say what Guru Maharaj says they do. And then they do abhyas of Guru Maharaj's words because they are the words of the Creator. Then what happens? Bujhe. That gyan comes to them. And gyan rahi karm nas ho jandeya. And tis sir lekh na hoye. Na hoi. Fir ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਮੱਥੇ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਲੇਖ ਮਿਟ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ. They are erased. Just like Maharaji is holding up a chalkboard, Maharaji can erase it as well. That's Guru Nanak Dev Ji. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਹੱਥ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ. There was a folk song back in the day, but I remember it. ਤੇਰੇ ਹੱਥ ਵਿੱਚ ਚਾਬੀ ਉਹ ਦਾਤਾ ਸਾਰੇ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਦੀ. That ਤੇਰੇ ਹੱਥ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ Maharaji ਜੋ ਵੀ ਹੈਗਾ. It's whatever you please. And that's what a Gurmukh surrenders to. That Guru Maharaji ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਹੀ ਬਲ ਆ. ਮੈਂ ਨਿਰਬਲ ਆ. That's how I do Ardas. When I start by remembering your Shakti. Pratham Bhagavati Simr Keh. That Maharaji, you're the one with power. Who am I? So, the last part of this lecture is, we started with Jithe Lekha Mangiye. Right? And we talked about Kithe Lekha Mangde. We talked about that. And we also talked about Lekh. And now we talk about Tithe Hoye Sacha Nishan. And that is the final part, and the final part of today's Parlok lecture is, what is this Nishan? What is this mark? What is this insignia? Nishan. So, Bhai Veer Singh has elaborated on what is a Nishan. Let's go through what he says. I tend to sometimes say what jo I've read, but sometimes I might be misquoting it. So that's why I've really just tried to stick in what I read. Okay? So maran to baad insaan de naal kuch nahi janda. After you die, nothing goes with you, meaning material. Not tan, not your physical body, not tan, not wealth. Saak sambandhi bhi sab piche reh jande. All your relatives and family stay behind as well. Ruh de naal sirf naam ja sakda. With this ruh, this jeev atma, only naam can go with it. And I mentioned karms as well. ਜਿਵੇਂ ਜਿਸ ਫੌਜੀ ਨੇ ਵਰਦੀ ਪਾਈ ਹੋਵੇ ਉਸ ਤੇ ਕਦਰ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ, just like an officer who's wearing a uniform and gains respect merely by wearing that uniform. ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮਰ ਕੇ ਨਾਮ ਦੇ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨ ਨਾਲ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਨ, when they leave this worldly cloak of a body and they gain the ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨ ਨਾਲ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਨ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਆਓ ਭਗਤ ਦਰਗਾਹ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ। That in Dargah, in the afterlife, in Dharam Raj's Kachari, even in Akal Purkh's Dargah, which is mentioned as Sachkhand, they are given respect. Jamraj bhi ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਦਰ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ। Jamraj or Dharam Raj even gives them respect. ਬਗੈਰ ਨਾਮ ਦੇ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਨ, ਉਹ ਤਕਲੀਫ ਭੋਗਦੇ ਹਨ। Those people that don't bear this ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨ, ਉਹ ਤਕਲੀਫ ਭੋਗਦੇ ਆ, they go through pain. ਸਾਨੂੰ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇਸ ਜਨਮ ਨੂੰ ਨਾਮ ਜਪ ਕੇ ਸਫਲ ਕਰੀਏ। This life is now here before us, that we recite God's name. We remember Guru Maharaj Ji through his name. Even reciting Guru Sahib's name is safal, right? Saying Dhan Guru Arjan Dev Ji, Dhan Guru Nanak. That makes it safal too. ਇਹ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਵੱਖਰੇ ਨਾਮ ਰੂਪ ਹੀ ਹੈ। ਜਪਿਓ ਜਿਨ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਗੁਰੂ, ਫਿਰ ਸੰਕਟ ਜੋਨ ਗਰਭ ਨੇ ਆਇਓ। How do you not come through the life form if you say God, Guru Arjan Dev Ji's name? Because he gets rid of the Lekh, right? So ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨ ਪੈਦਾ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ, ਤਕਲੀਫ ਭੋਗਦੇ ਹਨ। ਸਾਨੂੰ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਕਿ ਇਸ ਜਨਮ ਨੂੰ ਨਾਮ ਜਪ ਕੇ ਸਫਲ ਕਰੀਏ, ਜੋ ਮਰਨ ਤੇ ਸਾਈਂ ਦੇ ਹਜ਼ੂਰ ਨਾਮ ਦੇ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨ ਸਮੇਤ ਜਾਈਏ। That we go to Maharaj Ji's presence with nishan. And this was the vyakhya of Nadar Maharaj Ji's glance. Karam. Now your karams, your actions that you did according to what Guru Maharaj Ji said, which is called Ved Karam, have become Karam, which is a Persian word for kirpa. Okay? Seeing normal karams that you're doing without any gyan. Ved Karam that you're doing according to what Guru Maharaj Ji says. Now Karam becomes kirpa. And this is what it means. Nadar Karam. Through Maharaj Ji's Nadar, kirpa pave nishan. Maharaj Ji's kirpa de naal in nishan pargat hunda. And that comes in Japji Sahib. That line. So, ek Gurmukh California de vich hai, jo katha kar rahe hai Guru Granth Sahib Ji de vich, he said that Japji Sahib will stamp a mark upon your head and they will never be stopped from entering such kind. And oh Gurmukh di vaksi. And when you look up in the Tatkara, even in the Sroop that's been penned by Baba Deep Singh, it says Jap Nisan. The Bani that you're reading as Japji Sahib is Jap Nisan. Kyunki is Bani da abhyas karonge, you'll also even realize through times where Nisan Shabd comes in Japji Sahib. Amol Baksis, Amol Nisan. Right? So, is Shabd onda, and I'm going to tell you a story regarding this. I know I've been going into a lot of the philosophy, but the story part at the end is what actually grounds it a little bit. So, Jap Nisan is the name of the Bani. We call it Japji Sahib, that's fine. But its actual name is Jap Nisan. Jap Nisan because it'll take you to the target, the nishana, and it's the nishan, the stamp, and the mark that comes on that forehead. And then you'll listen to this pankti, Re Re Darge Kehna Ko. Re Re means, Oi, Idra, I nahi koi karnge tonu. In the afterlife. It's a promise to you from Guru Maharaj Ji. Re Re Darge Kehna Ko, Aao bat. Aao ji. To any of you that do this abhyas, Aao ji. Ithe baitho. That please come into my realm. Not in Dharam Raj's realm. In every Devta's realm. So what happens is, those Puriya, they consider you like an ornament. That when you go into Shiv Puri, Brahm Puri, all these Puriya, or any person that's gained some bhakti, they've started their Puri in the afterlife, you go into their Puri, you're the ornament. To see another ornament, Shingara, they're bragging right that this person's come to my Puri. And oh, tonu satkar dinde, aao bat, tusi kamai kiti hai mat lok de vich. And then, but for them, mehli pave tu basa. But your manjal is not for those puriya. It's for Sachkhand Mahal. Going to Sachkhand. Janam maran ne hoye binasa. For you, there is no birth and death anymore. It's ended. That's it. Kimba hoy, ma hoy. You're one with Paramatma now, and you won't be separated from Paramatma. So, Paisa Pardeep Singh has mentioned a pankti from that shabd that Guru Nanak Dev Ji had quoted, had said in a revelation to the Panda. And what he had said was, Baba eho lekha likh jaan. Then the next pankti are these. Jithe mile vadiyaiyan, that place where you will get praised. Sadh khusiyan sadh cha, where there's bliss and happiness forever. Tin mukh, upon their face of those jivatma jinnah ne kamai kiti hai. Tin mukh tikke. Tikke means a mark that comes, like almost like a tilak that comes on their head. Tin mukh tikke nikle, jin man sacha now. Within the minds of those people that have God's name absorbed, then on there will be a mark that comes out that will serve as a chin, a mark, a symbol for those people in the afterlife. Kind of like how Pardeep Singh's wearing a Nishan on his the star. That right away you know it's a Guru ka Sikh. And in that way, that person will have a chin in the afterlife that a Guru ka Sikh, that this is a Guru ka Sikh. Bow to them. Satkao karo, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਆਦਰ ਕਰੋ. Don't disrespect them. Let them go wherever they please. Because eventually they've gained access to Marji, the core, the kendra of all creation, which is Sachkhand. They've gained a basan there. We strive for it. Je Devi, Devta, they after want that give us a chance on the Matlok. Because these Pog, Junior, we leave behind and we come into the Matlok. And then what do? Is this on the Matlok fir aapa karam kamaiye and then apane nishan pੈ ਜਾਵੇ. Then we can get out of these puriyan and ਜਿਹੜੇ ਭੋਗ ਬਿਲਾਸ ਕਰਨੇ ਆ, all those temptations of indulging and so forth, all those desires that people are doing on the ਭਾਵੇਂ internet ਤੇ ਕਰਦੇ ਜਾਂ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, that ਉਹ ਸਾਰਾ ਉਹ ਪੁਰੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬਿਲਾਸ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪਾਸੇ ਛੱਡ ਦਿਓ. ਬਸ ek virag rakho Paramatma le, a yearning that looks at everything else as swa, and then you're just yearning to get to Paramatma. So ਇਹ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਕਿ ਮੁਖ ਉਜਲਤਾਈਆਂ ਦੇ ਟਿੱਕੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਗੁਰਮੁਖਾਂ ਦੇ ਮੁਖ ਤੇ ਨਿਕਲਦੇ ਹਨ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਮਨਾਂ ਅੰਦਰ ਸੱਚੇ ਨਾਮ ਦਾ ਨਿਵਾਸ ਧੁਰ ਤਾਈਂ ਓੜ ਨਿਭਦਾ ਹੈ. That naam, that nivas ਇੱਥੇ ਪੈ ਜਾਵੇ, it goes with you throughout Parlok. It's not erased, it's permanent. That's what Bhai Sahib is saying. And then a short little sakhi that I wanted to share with you is one time in Asa Desh or Assam, there was a Raja Ram Rai. And what he did is he showed love and satkar for Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji. And Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji, he made a benti that Sache Pasha, you see all this? I have nobody to pass it on to. I make a benti to you. मैं तोड़े चरणा दे अगे निवदा that सच्चे पातशाह मैनू एक बालक दी दात बख्श दियो. Marji says मैं तोनू बालक बख्श दिन्ना. Marji कोल एक sharp सी. It's like a ring, but Marji wouldn't wear it as a ring. It would be only to stamp on top of wax when they would send out a hukamnama to different places. Oh sharp सी. That sharp had ik oankar written on it. And ode mathe te lati on that Raja. And he said that your boy will be born and he will bear this mark on his forehead. I know you guys are into the whole Harry Potter realm, but that's all fiction. This is real. This is real. The child that was born, he passed away, never got to see the child. His child that was born was Ratan Rai. And Ratan Rai, one day after taking off his dastar, he was doing kanga. And Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji had also said, oh, the case, qatl nahi karne, that don't cut his hair, because he's going to be a bearer of this nishan. And this is to teach us about Parlok as well. Right when he had touched it in the afterlife, that being that was going to come in to this world gained that mark. It's all happening. What's tied here is happening in the afterlok. If Marji is doing something, it's changing things there as well. So that being came in, and now that mark is manifested in the physical body. And he's doing kanga one day, Jado Surat Sambali, and he's doing kanga and he feels something, And he says that I think it's a chot or something or moka kos likle aye. And he goes to his mother. And she says, he goes to her and he says, Mataji, what is this thing on my head? Why is this mark here? She says, that's a bakshish. That's a priceless bakshish. A mol baksis, a mol nisan. That's a priceless nishan. That's a sign of a blessing upon you, child. That's a sign that Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib has touched you. That sign you bear on your fair forehead is Guru Maharaj's saparsh. He's given you a nishan. And what did it do in the child right away? He says, I want to see Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji, Mataji. Please take me to Guru Maharaj. Dekho, ardas karo that Guru Maharaj gives us such a nishan that right away todi tamanna and yearning is for Paramatma. He wants to see Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji. And he says, Sache, Mataji, take me to this Sache Sadguru. And right then, the mother covers her eyes and tears start to flow down her eyes. Because Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji at that time, Shahidi Prapat kar gaye si. Her child wants to go to Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji, but Maharaj aap Shahidi pa gaye. She cries for a while. And then, after regains herself, wipes away her tears and says, child, I wish you could have seen Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji. But his exact form, his exact roop is sitting in Anandpur Sahib. And he's carrying on the same tasks as his father. Mataji, we have to go. We have to go. Mantriyanu, he signed the ministers, take care of this Rajbag. Take care of this kingdom. We're going. But main sugatan leke na jaunga na, I'm going to take gifts. And gifts, did he choose like things like that you haven't even seen? Panchkala Shastra, one Shastra that changes into 5 different types. There's a Manji Sahib that once you press it, a little chess piece, chopad ke ande that comes out. A Prasadi Hathi that's been trained and is unique, that has a nishan, a white nishan that goes all the way up its trunk and all the way to the back. And what does it do? It does seva for Maharaj's, is trained to do seva for Maharaj's charan, meaning wash the charan with his trunk by bringing water. It would bring water from Satluj and wash Guru Gobind Singh Ji's charan. Maharaj shot an arrow, it could go and find that arrow wherever it was. It was able to do Chor Sahib over Guru Gobind Singh Ji. And there were many other gifts. But all he cares for is meeting Guru Gobind Singh Ji. That nishan is taking him to Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Meaning that O Basa ban gaya, that Anandpur. That Anandpur is Sachkhand. And he's going to Sachkhand to see our creator Guru Gobind Singh Ji. So there he's going there, and ਨਾਲ ਦੀ ਨਾਲ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਗੁਰਮੁਖ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਬਾਤਾਂ ਕਰਦਾ, and ਹੋਰ ਵਿਰਾਗ ਤੀਬਰ ਹੋਈ ਜਾਂਦਾ. It's becoming stronger inside. As he goes, he keeps going, and then ਉਹਨੂੰ ਰੋਕ ਦਿੱਤਾ that tomorrow morning at Amrit Vele, after you do your Soch Ishnan, ਫਿਰ darshan ਮਿਲਣਗੇ. He stays in a tent, but that night he could not sleep. That he's so close. That Maharaji's so close, but still feels so far until I get to see him. And then when he sees the blessed, the glorious, the resplendent, the reverent sight of Tan Guru Gobind Singh Ji in his teenage years, and here's a young Raja who comes, where does that nishan take him? Where it came from, Maharaji's charan. He goes and places it onto Maharaji's charan. And utte ro ke holds onto Maharaji's charan. And then he looks up at Guru Gobind Singh Ji. And then he looks at Maharaji's blessed side. And he says that main kinne mere bhag change Maharaji that I am able to do this. Fir baithda, but dekho jadon koi prashn hove, when you have all your questions that you have in your head, when you meet God, those questions go away. You sit just basking in Maharaji's beautiful form. Right? And then for him, at that time, Maharaji recited a Bani. Deenan ki pratpal kare, nit santo bar gani man gare. That's Deenan Savaiye, which comes as a part of Akal Ustat. That Maharaji recited at that time. So, chalo ro vichar, but ithe aste vich likhe nij sees pe, upon his head, gur ki mohr pikhi. And this is also a mohr, Khasa ji, our hair. But on Nishan bare gal kar rahe si ਇੱਥੇ. This Nishan was on his head. Nip Sut, king's son, darshan hit kari tayari. He had come to do darshan of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. I darshan kar Gursikh banayo. He came and he became a Gursikh of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. And Bismad Payo, Bismad, he went into ecstasy, into this eternal bliss, Lakh Mehma Pari, by recognizing how great the grandeur of Guru Maharaj is, which is beyond the capacity of soch, beyond the capacity of thought. So, ek udaharan si to teach us in Nishan Pargat Hunda. As a Sakhi serves as a Sikhya now for Parlok, just like Guru Amar Das Ji di Sakhi tonu dasya si. So now Guru Maharaj Ji says to the Pandey that Karam mila hai. That when you get Maharaj Ji's kirpa, then ta paiye, then you obtain it. That Nishan, you obtain it then. Nahi Galli Vao Davao. Vao means air. Air comes and goes, but it doesn't do anything. And that mark doesn't come. It comes with bakshish. It comes with the person who earns that bakshish. And Baba Buddha Ji said to the Sangat upon the final days before leaving his worldly cloak of a body, he said that that's all you care for. Maharaj is another. You're sitting here, Maharaj is another. Become fixated on it. Become like obsessed about it. Now, what am I doing? Am I doing something that will gain his another? That right away you're doing your kam kaj, haath pav kar kam sab, cheet naranjan naal. And then when you get a break, even food doesn't matter to you. You go and get absorbed and doing Mool Mantra da part. This is the life, Khalsa Ji. This is the life of Gursikh. This is what you can practice. But dekho, tusi Maharaj Ji nu aakho that something's acting as a barrier. Perhaps it's some karmi lekh. But even doing yatra around Guru Kars, that can change lekhs as well too. Going to Maharaj Ji's Pavitra Sthans and doing Charu di seva, doing Sangat te Jodyan di seva changes lekh as well too. There's obstacles, have the himmat to address those obstacles. So I'll stress it again. Vahat Karam. Vahat Karam, what is Vahat? According to what Guru Maharaj Ji says. Vahat Karam brings Karam, Kirpa. It's when it pleases the Creator. Because you only seek that what pleases the Creator. Now, Nishan, look at those people. I'm going to tell you a little Sakhi. And I shared this long time ago. But it's from the same pustak called Gurmukh Sikhya. And it's regarding a Bibi. She was very sick. Had a high fever. And she was about to pass away. How something from our inner body can become pargit on our outer body and manifests. That as mathe de upar jai likhya, from our inner body. So what happened is this Bibi, she was very far from Nanded Hazur Sahib, but her bhavna was so strong that she wanted to go to Hazur Sahib to take Amrit. And what happened? She, in that state, while she had a high fever, her mind, she fell unconscious. She fell unconscious and she saw her body go to a Nanded Sahib. And there was an Amrit Sanchar happening. And she went there and took Amrit. But not in physical body, but in a body that was her subtle body. But those jinna ne Amrit shikonde se onu shika ditta. She was there and Amrit shak liya. And then while leaving the Amrit Sanchar, she saw her Siri Sahib fall. And she's like, oh my God, my Siri Sahib fell. What do you do when one of your kakars fall? Right away you grasp it and then you place it against your chest. Some place it against their mathe. Right? You place it against your chest, but oh jere nokala pasa si na nokala. She pressed it into her chest. She pressed it in and blood started coming out. Then, jad isnu hosh parti, and then she awoke. He came back into conscious state. And what had happened? Jado hosh parti te isne ki dekhya ki isne shati vichoo khoon nikal raha si. But yet, she had just went unconscious. And she had gone to Hazur Sahib. How is blood coming out of her shati? At the same spot where she held her kirpan. Right? Kirpan di nok, Nishan ban gaya si aba Kirpan on her chest. And I talk about Surti Yatra. And that's one concept I'm going to give to you. Those people that are in difficult states, I don't know, because all of you guys come here, and some people, your parents are very going and saying that Javro, here's the Kunjiyan, go to Sangat and so forth. And you're blessed to have such parents. Some aren't. Some are stuck in homes. Some are watching this and they have no capacity to leave their homes because their family won't let them practice. Then I tell you, a Jogti. This is one Jogti, it's called Surti Yatra. And a Surti Yatra is such that right now you could watch a video on YouTube of a person going to Harmandir Sahib, and now watch it play for a moment's time, and now picture yourself going to Harmandir Sahib. That darshan is considered safal as well too. If you close your eyes, just like let's say it's Gurdwara, Guru Nanak Sikh temple, Sikh Gurdwara. If you go there, you know that, okay, now I'm going through the Jodekar, now I'm taking off my Jode and socks, like every detail. And I'm walking through the Langar hall, I'm going to the podium, now I'm touching the podium, placing the Turiya on my mastak and going up the podium. Now I've come to Maharaji's Darbar. You doing that, if you're in a state where you can't go, I urge you to go. But if you can't go, Surti Yad, or if time comes, you're stuck in a bed and you have no chance to do this. Yes, you can place a video in front of you. I know you can do that. But your surt won't be completely there. Your surt is when jadon dhyan tikaonge andron and you do darshan such way, it's safal ho janda. Even those eminent Gursikhs, if you want to go blah fateh to them, there is such kind of which you can't, it's too abstract for you, you can't bring it and materialize it in your head. Your pavna will reach them. You can blah fateh right now to those Gursikhs that are in such kind, and they will receive your fateh. Gursikhs even said, when you do ardas, one Uchi Avastha Gursikh said that anytime you do ardas, I know you did ardas and you did something for me today. You said something for me and it came to me. I got it today. I get in there. They know through ardas mil jande hunde. And asisa ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਉਸ ਰਾਹੀਂ Maharaj Ji delivers it, and this is his power, and ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀਆਂ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ. Now I want to talk about what happens when you come out of the body for Gurmukhs. And I want to tell you through a book that I mentioned through so many lectures, and then we are done for this lecture. I know you guys have been sitting for a long time. Mainu vi bahut aunda tars that both okay, you're feeling hot and you feel finicky, but thank you for keeping your attention, and this is the final part. Rana Surat Singh is a book of poetry written by Bhai Veer Singh. And Bhai Veer Singh has written a poem of a woman. Is Raj Kaur. Raj Kaur loses her husband. The husband, she was married to him because of a friendship between her father and a Gurmukh named Sadhu Singh. A Gurmukh that Sikhi kamaunda si and had influenced her father into Sikhi. And then, being both friends, Sadhu Singh married his son to Raj Kaur. But wherever Gursikhs needed help, he used to go there. He became a chief, one of the hill chiefs at that time. And he had been given the kingdom at that time by her father to Sambal, because he passed on. So now what happened is that when Rana Surat Singh, which was her husband's name, he went in an engagement, wo shaheed ho gaya. Eh tyar par tyar Gursikh si. He did Bhau Bhakti, you name it, Vaid Karam Kita ene. And Nishan onu Pargat mil gaya si. And he got his Basa in such kind. But this Bibi, avde Pati de Vijog de vich, Pati Parmeshwar mandi si. She considered him in the same roop as Paramatma. That is a Jugti for an Orth, given to an Orth. And to this day, a lot of women won't appreciate it. But husband kya ja bhi hove, we're not saying he's perfect. But Patni, if she wants that this is my Pati Parameshwar, your one glass, bringing it to him, now what has happened? Marji's received it. He's received it because he doesn't consider it seva for him. From his eyesight, to the barabar da darja Marji ne ditta. But that satkar that this woman has is jo vi aapde pati lai karna, pati parmeshwar roop de vich dekhna, meaning not looking at any other men, dedicated to her husband, and he be dedicating likewise to her aurat. But what happens? It's received by God. And these are lines, I can back them up with so many lines that come in Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. This bakshish is only to a woman. That there was a woman that one time her husband in his sleep was thirsty and he cried out for water. And first night of marriage, she went out looking for water and didn't know where it was, but came and then gave water to him. But that seva, well, he didn't know anything about it, that, oh, I needed water. He drank it down. His appreciation perhaps wasn't fully there. And he doesn't know anything about it, that, okay, my wife has brought it, thank you, so forth. But that ends there. But God's received it. And that's a bakshish, because this aurat is another bakshish that she's going to be one of the khani. Khani means that one of the roots from where jeeves come into this life. The womb is one of the khaniya, char khaniya. And one of the khani is where they come in. And sometimes, kei bari hunda, that the woman, their seva gets compromised because of the state of having a child in her womb. Chalo, ro vichar, and this is I'm going to tell you, a patibart aurata, and what she does is, this is Rajkaur, and her routine is, she's so dedicated to her husband, but her mom's explaining that there's a Raj to take care of, but you, at this point, are going and crying at the place. She had taken the ashes of her husband and built a memorial for him. And inside there was a statue upon the place where those ashes were. I'm going to tell you about her Parlok journey. This is a Parlok journey coming up. And Bhai Veer Singh is going to write about it. So she goes every day and picks out flowers from her Raj and she surrenders it to her husband. There's one such day she made a garland. And now she's going and her mother ki jandiya, na putri, Raj Sambal. Raj Sambal. This whole story is set up that one kis tarah karam kumonia, so she becomes a Sachkhand Vasi, and that now she's the Rani, she's the queen. That it was always become that all the events that were happening, her husband passing away, was God wanted her to rule her kingdom. But she's not willing to yet. Because there's too much grief. She's grieving. So every day she takes those flowers and places it before, new flowers before the statue. The statue that she's specially carved out to make sure that it looks like my husband as he went off onto the battlefield. This is Rana Surat Singh. But the whole story is about Rajkaur. Now, I don't want to say much more, but I want to read it out to you. So this one occasion when she comes into the memorial, see, and this is what she says. And I want you to put yourself into her place. Because apa sab jeev rupi sakhiyan, those istri brat auratan that are dedicated to their husbands, they are our role models. For every one of us, ਭਾਵੇਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਮਰਦ ਹੋਈਏ, ਮਰਦ ਤਾਂ ਸਰੀਰ ਹੀ ਆ, ਜੀਵ ਰੂਪੀ ਸਖੀ ਹੈ, that wants to get to his Paramatma. That jeev rupi istri that is dedicated to her husband is the role model of how we should be dedicated to Paramatma. Sees navaun sujan, sera palavan. She has brought a garland of flowers and she says, Mere sujan, my beloved, I brought a garland for you and I want to place it onto your neck. She's talking to a statue, but that's her pavna, her pyar for her husband. Uchi hai dastar. Your dastar is too high for me. Hath na pade. My hand doesn't reach it. Mala karo pavai. I want to place this garland over your head. Pyare Kant ji. Hey, mere beloved husband, I want to place it upon you. Man nirbal. I have no power. Haan. Man nirbal haan. Nar. I have no power as a woman here right now to reach that high. Uchi aap ho. You're too high for me. Kirpa karo kirpal. Oh, blessed, please give me this blessing. Sir nihrai ke. That niva karke sir karo mere agge. That lower your head to me so I can place this garland as my worship of you. Place it upon your head. Dasi lo nivaj. This servant of yours, honor her. Lad jo hai lagi. That she has attached मैं तोड़े तेरा the palla at our wedding day मैं तोड़े लड़ लगी सी. I was attached to you on that wedding day and I'm still attached to you in that manner. Pooran karyo aas, complete my aas, my desire. Sikdi nardi, that I'm suffering as a woman here. Eke addiyan chak. She said this, and what did she do? Addiyan chak. She's reaching higher. But is she going to reach his head? No. But she's doing this in desperation and pavna. So, eke addiyan chak, hath uchaundi. That uchaundi, she's trying to take her hand higher. But fear nahi aparda. Tarna pa rakeb, badi beadbi. That if somebody's saying that why don't you just climb up there, rakeb de upar pair tarla, and then place the garland around. No, badi beadbi. That would be very that wouldn't be not considerate. That would be disrespectful. Kikur puran hoy aas anokhri. How am I supposed to complete this aas of mine? How am I? Kare uchere hath addiyan chak ke. She again tries harder, trying to reach up to him. But again, there's no success. Tarse preman at sera panu. She's complete, utterly desire to place that garland around his neck. Aya ek ubal. Then one thing came. Ubalaya. This wave came of panic that I won't be able to achieve it. Ubalaya. Kareo. Kikur kare kareo ucheche hath addiyan. Tarse aya ek ubal. Chadya sees nu. That it came all the way to her head, that ubala, that wave. Yada sabbe yad. Vinnan aiyan. All the memories of her husband came as pictures and started flowing inside of her head. Tutta rida kadak. Right away her heart broke. And chakkar aa gaya. She started spinning. Khai puvati nar. And then spinning, diggi tartate. She fell on the ground. Amurat vargi hoy. She became like a statue on the ground. Murat samne, in front of another statue. And sabr pe chufal patthar japdi. She looks like a rock lying there. But de peri, but mano pair. It looks like there's another slab of marble stone in front of another piece of stone that has been erected as a statue. And now, something happened. After a dasi would come, and she would say that, Rani Rajkor, and she's trying to awaken her. And then she would have sevadars running, they collect her body, take her back. Her mother brings in another person, trying to get her back to consciousness. And when she comes to consciousness, she tells her mother that, no, I didn't just go unconscious. I was taken through a ride. And that's where we're going to go now. She explains to her mother, Main jata. I went. Shad de. I left my body. Nikli bar ha. I came outside of my body. Nikli challi ha. I'm going outside. Ud uppar var nu. I'm flying up. Not just stepping out, I'm flying up. Jikur uddi jai uddi ambari. And this one line that Bhai Veer Singh said. He says, just like a kite now flies up in the sky. That's how I'm floating up. But what connects a kite? It's a string, right? Baba Ishwar Singh Ji said, when Gursikhs leave, if they're just leaving their body, Gurmukh aaye jai nisang. Whenever they want, they can leave their body. Jinnah di uchi avastha ho jandi hai. But a silver cord connects them, so they can find their way back into their body. So that's what Bhai Veer Singh is giving a hint to. And so there's a line connecting her, but she's leaving the body. Apna dehi butt. That my body looks like stone. Pya jo taulare inside of the memorial. Sare dekha saaf. I can see more vividly than I can ever see before. Like, if this was reality, this is ultra reality. Hana? Sare dekha saaf. Panchi vakre. Just like a bird looking down and sees everything nice and clear. That's how I see everything. Eki vartya khel. What is this play that just happened? What am I going through? Why am I seeing my body lying there? Kithe aa gayi? Where have I come? Dehi pe behosh. I see my body unconscious. Meha jagdi, but I'm awake. Holy fullo vad, but I'm lighter than a flower and I'm floating. No. Halki ponto. I'm lighter than air itself. Chamka hire vang. I look in my body and it's sparkling like diamonds. This is an experience and giving you as much description as you could possibly gain. What Bhai Sahib is writing a vision of a story which is fiction, but it is true. The experience that's happening with a person. The experience is true, but he's writing it in his own fashion. So holy, chamka hire vang, that I'm shining like diamonds, my body nirmal ho rahi, I'm becoming pure. Uddi java aap apne aap hi. And I'm flowing, no control, just floating up myself. Now what happens? So, fir dekha cho fir, I look around in 4 directions. Shaya tej hai. What I see is there's light all around me. And mitha jida prakash. But I can't explain it, but it's a sweet prakash. Like there's one that's tej prakash that burns you. Like if you look at the sun and the sun burns you, you can't look up at it properly. But this prakash is way brighter than the sun, but yet you can look at it. And it's sweet. But that's all the Gursikhs can say. And this has been said by many people, that it's a sweet prakash. You feel bliss from it. So anyways, mitha jida prakash, bijli sohana, but it's nicer and more beautiful than bijli, the color of bijli. Sukham vang, it's more subtle than akash, than space itself. Space, that space that you look out and you see no air, no molecules or anything, and you think it's just emptiness. She's addressing that and saying that it's more subtle than space. Sukham vang akash pave jaffiyan, but it embraces me. It feels like the environment is embracing me. Minu jaffiyan paundi hai. And then, e vagdi ek veg, there's a flowing. Ek veg chal diya. Varga vauna, but varga, it's not like vow. Vow means air. It's not like air though. There's something flowing, but it's not air. She's trying to describe it as much as she can with whatever language she has. And that's how the experience of Sachkhand is. You're trying to grasp onto language that you have here, but it does no justice. But you try to take your attention towards it. So, Bhavna, thar thrat, jyo khai koi tar hai. But all I can say is just like Tanti Saj, if a tar, the movement of a tar, waves that happen, that's the thrat that's happening around me that I feel is embracing me. Jad mein uchi od, when I went really high, boti ja vadi, ja chadi, when I went really high, this in which prakash is akash de, that within this akash that you see as black space, there's prakash inside of it. I'm telling you, there's more than space. She's gone past space. All the Panj Putak, Sri, everything she's gone past now. Lakha, Kroda, Jant. Now she's gone past space, time. Space, time. She's gone past space, time, and what did she first see? Lakha. Thousands, Kroda, millions, Jant, Menu Lagpe. That I started seeing thousands of beings, millions of beings surrounding me. And what kind are those beings? Tariyan mere vang la rahi ambari. That like me, sparkling like a diamond, they're sparkling like stars as well. Each of them in their own place. And what are they doing? Kikur kara byan, inna de roop da. How can I tell you, Amma? How can I tell you about how they look? I can't tell you. Their soul beauty is mesmerizing. It's beyond this world. It's transcendent of this world. Dunya di ki suhapan inna samne. What is the world's beauty before them? There is no comparison. That I'm telling you, this is something beyond this world. There's no beauty that I can compare from this world to them. Is some sab person, and when I look at them, sare khush, sade khush, sad khusiya, sad chao. Is sare khush jiva. They're all happy. Hasmukh call jyo. That their faces are like lotuses. Hana, they're khedmukh. They're all happy. Not like us in Kaljogi Jeev, our faces are always drowning because of the chinta that we have of worldly things we have to do. Is sare khosha. Karde, firde, kel, moja marde. It's almost like they have their own play. And sare avde moj de vich jande hai. They go as they please. And inna vicho ek, out of all of these beings, one caught my attention. One. Inna vichon ek sundari sohni, this one beautiful woman caught my attention. This is Raj Kaur telling her mother. And this is what happens when she catches attention with him. Nathi duron aaye main tondi. Right away she saw me and she came fast, coming towards me. And aake lite us paaye kut galvakdi. She came and she embraced me. She came and galvakdi de vich mainu le liya. She took me in embrace. And kardi enda pyar bhainan kardiyan. And she gave me such pyar, like the ones that sisters, when a sister meets a sister after a long time and embraces her sister. Ain pyar kita mainu. And she felt it. So, bhainan bhi oh vad apne aap da. Now, no, if I said that mainu bhainan varga pyar ditta, no, it was more than that. I felt more than that. Don't compare it to anything worldly. Again, she lifts us above the world. Duja adha bhag mainu japdi. It looks like my own form. That it feels like another part of me. Ain japdi hai. Usde miliya thand. When I met her, mainu inni thand mili. Like, this is at the point that already this experience has caused a great amount of anand. And then, we feel thand after a time when we've been thinking too much or so forth, and then bani padde hain, or we sit in meditation, and then apnu thand mehsoos hundi hai. Look at what she's experiencing. She's already on this, like way up here in terms of anand, and fir vi kendi mainu thand mehsoos hoya. Mainu pੈ ਗਈ, mainu ਇਹੀ ਠੰਡ ਪਈ, ਪਰ swami ਦੀ ਯਾਦ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਸੀ. My husband's, my swami's yad was still with me. Right? That's what took me out of this body. ਨਾਲ ਸੀ, ਦਰਦਨ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਵੇਖ ਟੁੰਬਿਆ ਯਾਦ ਨੇ. That while I was embracing her, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਆਪਦੇ ਪਤੀ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਆਇਆ. ਮੈਥੋਂ ਰਿਹਾ ਨਾ ਜਾਏ. I couldn't stay without saying, ਬਾਝੋਂ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ. I couldn't stay without saying this with her. Akhan do hath jod. Then I said, by folding my two hands together, that Sajjani pyariye, that my beloved sister, that tenu pata ta hog mere sant da, that do you know where my sant lives, that where my saint resides? Even after all this Anandan experience, still in her yad was her husband. And ਉਹਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਬਸਤੀ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਲੋਕ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਆ ਟਿੱਕੇ. That what lok has he gone to? What realm is he? That let me find him as well. ਉਹਨੇ ਇਹ ਕਿਹਾ. And then, this is what she responds, and this is the last slide of this Rana Surat Singh. ਬਾਕੀ ਜੋ ਹੈਗਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਤਮੰਨਾ ਆਪ ਹੀ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਲਿਓ. It's very long. So ਸੁਣ ਕੇ ਬੋਲੀ ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ, that she heard this, that she said, ਭੈਣ ਜੀ, oh my beloved sister, oh vasan Sachkhand. He resides in Sachkhand. Which Sarup de. But some people think you just go in Sachkhand and now there's no difference of you and Paramatma. No. Tha loa akar. No, that javi Sarup vajood hega. But nothing like the ones that you have on earth. But vajood hega. That which Sarup de. Kende jis nirban. Inu nirban padvi kende. You know how the Buddhists call nirvana? Nirban padvi. Above all pain. That Nirban Padvi, that Pad Nirankar da, that's where he's reached. Sare Jista Thao, Kendra Jagat Jo, what is the core of all creation, where the light of God reaches everywhere. So he's still cut. That where his light goes everywhere, where you see how his light is piercing all the Brahmans, that's Sachkhand. Ha O Thao, Athao, yes, that place isn't like that place that you know about. But par sab thao hai. But yet, it's still a place. That still it's a khand. That it's still a region. Right? Bhakti nibe anan. That his bhakti has been completed. Tere kantadi, your husband's bhakti has been approved. O parvan ho gaya. Right? Panch parvan, panch pradhan. Then in that fashion, vaske vich is jag. He stayed in this life, this karam bhumi, and sucha ho gaya. He became pure. Lagan ditta dag. What dag? That kale likhna lekh. Frida je tu akal latif. Kale likhna lekh. Remember lekha and remember lekh. And that's the kala puna inside of us. Apa sare ki jane a, ape change a, believe me, listen to me. Why are we here then? Why aren't we all in sachkhand? Aapde aap nu inna dawa na karo that calling yourself changa. Right? ਵਡਿਆਈਆਂ ਦੂਜਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਤਿਕਾਰ ਕਰੋ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਪਰ ਆਪਦੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਚੰਗਾ ਨਾ ਕਹੋ in that respect ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਹਜੇ ਲੇਖ ਹੈਗੇ or something's weighing against me that I haven't gone to my Pritam's ਦੇਸ਼ so ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਸੁੱਚਾ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਲੱਗਣ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਦਾਗ that ਦਾਗ is those ਕਾਲੇ ਲੇਖ that we do in life ਇੱਕ ਨਾ ਉਸਨੇ he didn't do one now it's cleaned ਆਤਮ ਆਪਣੇ ਜੋਗ He's become one with his Atma Nirmal Rakhya and he's become pure. Fir karda upkar. And then on top of it, wo Atma Roop ho gaya, wo sacha khalsa ban gaya. And what does he do? Upkar karda lokan de upar. Helps others. He in any engagement, ਉਹਨੇ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਧਰਮ ਯੁੱਧ ਮੋਰਚਾ and he goes and ਉੱਥੇ ਹਿੱਸਾ ਪਾਉਂਦਾ. And he did that. And ਛੱਡੀ ਕਾਮਨਾ. But he didn't keep any ਕਾਮਨਾ. That Maharaj ji ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਰਾਜ ਭਾਗ ਮਿਲੇ ਆ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮਾਇਆ ਮਿਲੇ when I defeat these people no ਕੋਈ ਕਾਮਨਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹਨੇ ਰੱਖੀ ਹੁਕਮ ਜਾਣ ਕੇ ਉਹ he recognized this is Akal Purukh's ਹੁਕਮ as a Kshatri he's made me a Kshatri and he did so that ਉਹਨੇ ਹੁਕਮ ਦੇ ਮੁਤਾਬਕ ਚੱਲਿਆ ਹੁਕਮ ਜਾਣ ਕੇ ਉਹ ਫਿਰ ਉਹਨ ਜਾਣਿਆ he accepted is that ਬਲੀਦਾਨ ਹੈ ਦੇ that I don't care if I have to give my body because I'm not my body right Jal moh. That means even for your body and the surroundings. And meri main sabhi. For your body, your main ho sab jal deo. Main ho sab kus dur kar deo. Oh sab surrender it. Ista karan home. And this is how you do havan. Havan is a ritual fire. Well, if you as a Sikh do any ritual fires, tell other people you do, but of your home mein. You take your home and you place it into the fire of Paramatma's love. Right? So, vara fir eh karna apna. And then ede upar varna. And what you do vare fir de. Like you do prakarma around Guru Granth Sahib Ji. And what you do is home vari, jio vari, Satgur Charan samavane. That Guru Sache Pasha, I'm surrendering my ego. And now I'm placing it on your feet. And saying that मैं तेरा जो भी है मैं कुछ भी नहीं पर मैं तेरा that ਛੱਡਣਾ नहीं that don't let us fall away from you that ਸਾਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨਿੱਕੇ ਆ ਲੋਕ ਆਪਦੇ ਵੱਲ ਜੋੜ ਕੇ ਰੱਖੀ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਐ ਮੈਂ ਵਾਰਦਾ ਖਾਲਕ ਵਿੱਚ ਧਿਆਨ even inside of this world ਖਾਲਕ world ਧਿਆਨ ਰੱਖਿਆ live ਨੂੰ ਧਾਰ ਕੇ ਪਿਆਰ kept a connection through ਪਿਆਰ ਸੱਚਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਪਿਆਰ ਖਲਕਤ ਨਾਲ ਉਹ He kept a pyar for Paramatma by seeing his jyot within the khalqat in the world. Kamal vang nirlep. He became as pure as a lotus. A lotus resides in mud, but still is nirlep. Is still separated and still keeps its own purity and keeps its own glory. And then rende khalqaton. He keeps separated from the world in that fashion. Khalak Roop Vichal Vasa Palya. And while living in this world, he found a place in Sachkhand. Othe Vasda Nit Sada Anand hai. And that's where he resides every day. And he's in Anand. Don't worry about him. This would be her road. She would go back. Well, she would go through each of the khands. And then she would come to the door of Sachkhand. See her husband. And see that he's residing such, and then be returned back. And then a journey of life she would go through to find her place. And what she would find as the place where everything resides and where she can gain everything is Sadh Sangat. And Sadh Sangat de palle lagi. Remember, Sadh Sangat is Maharaj's chola. And hold on to Sangat. Right? Hold on to Sangat. So, and going back to it, of going back to the Panda, and I've talked about Nishan. The Nishan takes you to Sachkhand. And that's a permanent mark. That once it's on there, it doesn't mate dani. You don't come back. Marji doesn't strip it away from you and send you back. No, he's given it to you and you have it. So, bin gur pure nahi udar, Guru Arjan Dev Ji says, Baba Nanak aakhe eho vichar. Whatever Maharaj Ji says, whatever Maharaj Ji's vichar is, and before the 550th anniversary, meri benti hai tode charna vich, every day patti likhi aapde name naal karo. It's on the 432nd ank of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. You guys have it, you can look up the ank on apps, zarur paath karo. And par aaye dhyan naal, bring Maharaj Ji in front of you. You're the Panda. You're Gopal Panda. That's what we're going to do. He's the person that's been looking for a guru. He was looking for Janam da Patkada Aya, for looking for a Pura Guru. And he doesn't know that now the true Guru sits before him. And then in Patti Likhi, what does Maharaj Ji say? He says that, well, all what you said is fine, Sache Patsha, but how will I find a Guru? You talk about a Guru. Maharaj Ji says, you already found it, Pandey. Tera karam hua. Tere te kirpa hogi, Pandey. Teri bhakti pishli ho nebgi. You got to hear the first Bani of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. That's the Bani he heard. Tera vat karam. Karam unsar jere kita si pichle janam da. Hun main more lawn vaste. I am to stamp it with a Nishan for you. And he says, Tin Guru milya. And look before you. You have the Guru Sahib. And the Pandey heard the Parlok Katha. And through meaning given to each letter, he found meaning in his life. And he would gain and he would be liberated. Khalsa Ji, that Panda, found that divine revelation come to him. And that's why he started matha taking to Maharaj Ji. And when Baba Kalyan Chand says, Maharaj Ji, Pandey, why are you matha taking to him? He says, take this Guru Sahib, you're good. This is not just any child. He's my Guru Sahib. Mera banda matha tekanu. That's why anek baar namaskar. मैं बार बार मत्था टेकदा सच्चे पातशाह दे चरणा ते. I'm telling you, you're तेरे भाग जाग पे बाबा कल्याण चंद, this he's come as a child in your house, the creator. मैं नहीं पढ़ा सकदा, अवर पढ़ावनहार. He knows everything from else. ये तो दूजियां नु पढ़ाऊगा, अवर पढ़ावनहार. And he's going to teach others. And अवर पढ़ावनहार, he's learned already from the beginning. He knows everything and दूजियां नु पढ़ाऊगा. वाहो वाहो गुरु नानक जी, अनेक बार नमस्कार, अनेक बार नमस्कार. अनेक बार क्यों? One time, Maharaj Ji, aaj tonu sara Parlok bare pata. Maharaj Ji, one time matha taking just because you have everything in your hand. Maharaj Ji, the fact that you've blessed me. Maharaj Ji, the fact that you made me a Sikh. Maharaj Ji, the fact that you've given me kirpa to listen to Kirtan and to take part in Kirtan and to have a chance to matha take to Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Anek baar, I do namaskar to you because so many things that you've done that I acknowledge, and then so many things that I don't even know about that you're doing for me. Vaho, Vaho Guru Nanak Ji, anek baar namaskar, anek baar namaskar. Gaj ke aakho ji, Vaho. अनेक बार नमस्कार, अनेक बार नमस्कार. वाहो वाहो गुरु नानक जी, अनेक बार नमस्कार, अनेक बार नमस्कार. वाहो बिन पढ़ाए पढ़ रहे, अवर पड़ावन हार अवर वाहो वाहो गुरु नानक जी अनेक बार नमस्कार अनेक बार नमस्कार वाहो 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 गुरु नानक जी अनेक बार नमस्कार So, I'm going to end in 3 minutes with this little story. Is Bhai Veer Singh wrote something else about after death. And I didn't get to mention this in the first lecture. William Stead has written a book called After Death. It's called The Letters of Julia. And what would happen is he was communicated, Julia had passed, and she would communicate about what Parlok is like. So, and he would write it down. And she would grasp onto his hand and write letters. And Bhai Veer Singh writes about this. He says, ਜੇ ਕੋਈ 5 ਮਿੰਟ ਵੀ ਹਰ ਰੋਜ਼ ਨਾਮ ਨਾਲ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕਰੇ ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਪਰਲੋਕ ਲਈ ਆਪਣੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਕਾਫੀ ਨਾਮ ਧਨ ਦਾ ਤੋਸ਼ਾ ਕੰਠ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦਾ. When they do just 5 minutes of simran each day, remembering Guru Nanak Dev Ji, remembering Guru Sahib with pyar, then they've collected a huge amount of wealth in the Parlok. And she says, have at least 5 minutes of remembrance in every day. Those are her words from that book. And that's what he's quoting. And he says that, ek kadi, adi hute aad, pagta siti goste, jo kine so labh. That whoever gains just from a conversation with a pagt about Guru Maharaj's pyar, then even for them, that works to around 5 minutes approximately. That onali labh. And Bhai Veer Singh says, adhi kadi, 5 minute de hi barabar hundi hai. The reviewer reviews the editor, Mr. Stead, ਦੀ ਭੈਣ ਜੂਲੀਆ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਭਰਾ ਨੂੰ ਪਰਲੋਕ ਤੋਂ ਕੁਝ spiritual messages ਲਿਖਣਾ ਸੀ ਸੁਨੇਹੇ ਰੂਹਾਂ ਰਾਹੀਂ ਭੇਜੇ ਸਨ ਜੋ ਉਸ ਦੀ ਕਿਤਾਬ Letters of Julia ਵਿੱਚ ਛਪੇ ਹਨ. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੂਲੀਆ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਭਰਾ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜੇ ਤੂੰ 5 ਮਿੰਟ ਰੋਜ਼ ਵੀ ਸਾਈਂ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਜਪੇਂਗੀ ਤਾਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਪਰਲੋਕ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਕੇ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗੇਗਾ what enormous wealth you got. And that's by Veer Singh read in English. It's just pretty cool. Anyways, किन्नी भारी दौलत दा तू मालक बन गया है. तेरे पास काफ़ी असासां जम्मियां हो जाएंगियां जो तेरे मरण ते बाद काम आवेगी. And then I just wanted to mention that as well. And then the last thing, the final word, the final say, because there's food here for you, is Garam, and we want to give it to you, Garam. Final word of today is, if I have to leave with any message of an eminent Gursik saying something to you, I'd rather it not be me. I always feel like at the end of a presentation, I have to say something that leaves with you. And I'm like, no, I don't have anything that I'm like a Jivan that I can give you something. But I've been able to look into people that have Jivans that can try to give you something. And this really called to me. And it just came in front of my eyes, and I included it. And if Letters of Julia is her dictation of what's in the Parlok, Bhai Veer Singh's a Sach Khandvasi. Take it today, Bhai Veer Singh's talking to you. That's why I wanted to bring that into conclusion here. Okay, you're William Stead and Julia, and this is Santru Bhai Veer Singh communicating to you in this world. And he's saying, Aje bhi kuch nahi bigdaya. That still you haven't lost anything. No matter what your experiences are, what you've gone through, that kuch nahi bigdaya. That you might think that I've lost this life. No. Haje kuch nahi bigdaya. You still have time. Haje mauka hega. Hun hi Satguru Nanak Ji de sharan pੈ ਜਾ. Fall into Maharaj's sharan, Guru Nanak Dev Ji's sharan, into Maharaj's sanctuary. Surrender yourself. ਤੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜਪ ਕਰਨਾ ਆਰੰਭ ਦੇ. ਦਿਨ ਰਾਤ ਜਾਪ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੁਟ ਜਾ. The day and night call out to Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Sat Guru Nanak Bakshind hai. My Guru Maharaj is Sadh Bakshind. He's forever forgiving. He'll forgive you if there's something in your heart. Just open up to him. Maharaj is forever forgiving. We aren't. I like to say I am, but I can't. I want it as a Dharmi person. If I call myself, Khima is one of the first chins of what a Dharmi person should be. But Maharaj is, and has always been and always will be. So, ਉਸ ਦੀ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਤੋਂ ਆਦਮੀ ਕਦੇ ਵੀ ਨਿਰਾਸ਼ ਨਾ ਹੋਵੇ. Any person in this world with his bakshish will never be upset once you gain it. But look to his bakshish. Baba Nanak ਹੁਣ ਵੀ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੀ ਗੋਦ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੈ ਲਏਗਾ. Even now, ਕੁਝ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਵਿਗੜਿਆ. Maharaj will still take you into his god, into his lap as his child. Right? ਸਾਰੇ ਫਿਕਰ ਦੇ ਚਿੰਤਾ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ, leave all your worries. I know they're there, but put them aside. They're going to stay in your head time to time. I know you can't take them out of your head, but put them aside. And Sache Pasha, bring Guru Nanak Dev Ji's Balak form inside of your head. Bring him inside of your head. And says, Maharaj ji, main hun tonu patti likhi sunoni hai. You sanad it to us, this generation to come, and I want to sanad it back to you. ਸਾਰੇ ਫਿਕਰ ਤੇ ਚਿੰਤਾ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਮ ਦੇ ਆਰਾਧਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੱਗ ਜਾ. And put it aside in your head and just keep going. Just keep going. He knows. Antarjami hai. Right? He knows every little thing, and he knows it now. More than I do, more than your neighbor and your mother, more than anybody else. So forgive me if I made any mistakes today. I've bumbled my way through this Parlok lecture. Countless mistakes are mine, but not of these Gurmukhs or Satgurus. Okay? So, Khima da Jachak Pulcho Khima Apa Mangala Charan kar liye, fir samapti malar. Pool Shamo Siri Nath Ramapat, He Karunanid Das Toharo, Avgun Kot Pare Aparad, Avagya Dokhna Nek Bicharo. जो हम पूत कपूत सभी बिद अवगुण चूक न दास चितारो बांगे की लाज करो मुझ हे भगवंत दया कर तारो मलार माला पंजवा हे गोविंद हे गोपाल प्राणनाथ अनाथ सखे हे समर्थ अगम पूर्ण अंधकूप महाप्यान नानक पार उतार पौड़ी हे अच्युत हे पार ब्रह्म अविनाशी अगनास हे संगी हे निरंकार हे निर्गुण सब टेक हे अपरंग पर हर हरे हैप्पी होवनहार हे ठाकुर हों दासरो मैं निर्गुण गुण नहीं कोई वाहिगुरु नाम जहाज है चरे सो उतरे पा जो सरदा कर सेव दे गुरु जो सरदा कर सेव दे गुरु पारियो. So forgive me if I made any mistakes. I said a lot of things, a lot of Siddhant that I couldn't open up, and probably there's a lot of things. You can approach me and ask me after. But what I said to you, there is a backing in Gurbani. So please, aina shadeo that, I know there's a thing in the Panth where when there's so much explained and you've gone on a ride for I don't know how many hours now, which is like completes our trilogy now. Completes our Lord of the Rings trilogy. So it's a long ride, but whatever has been said, after I can analyze it and say, oh, galti Maharaj ji hogi honi hai. So please forgive me for that. If there's been something said and I couldn't elaborate, there is the elaboration that is available to you if you come and ask me, rather than taking doubt and letting it shadow over what you can be taking with you. Okay? So, Hunsarnu Bentiya, that everybody, all the Sevadars are so happy and ready to serve you guys. Je hath suche karke panktan rupi vich baith jonge ta, they can start serving. and piche saren ucharan karo as you're getting up. Satnam Vaheguru, Satnam Vaheguru.